All right. Okay, we're back. Straighten out the technical problems. I was told by Max that y'all could hear me, but I'm not certain how much of it y'all heard. Um, so we make open at night. That's the new link. Okay. As I was saying, Kawan, Bobby Charles. Okay. Oh, okay. They want questions on why, answer about why an Amber Alert was never issued in the days that their child was missing. We will be fighting for justice for Bobby every step of the way. So, justice for Kawan Bobby Charles. And as I was saying, his what? What's not working? Oh, the link? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay, let me try again. All right. Okay, let's try this. Okay, try this one. Okay, okay, I can see the difference. I was missing a letter in the other one. I must have accidentally clipped the end. Okay, that should do it, Auntie. Yes, we are black in full effect. Hey, Hassan Burton. So, all right. So, as I was saying, okay, all right. Bobby was picked up by this white woman and her 17-year-old white woman named Karen Carter. Wait. No. That's not. I'm reading off the wrong person. She's a Irvin. Picked up by Janet Irvin and her 17-year-old son. He was friends with the son, suspected that it was at the school that they both was at in Youngville. Okay. All right. He didn't get his parents' permission. He deliberately, while his dad was out, uh, locked his door, make it look like he was in his room, and he went off with him. We're never gonna know why. You know, the woman might have said so they can have fun, but it's always suspect. No parent just takes a child without seeing if it's okay with the other parent for the exact same reason. Don't want to be accused of kidnapping unless you're kidnapping. Okay. And the Bowen police lackadaisy attitude. You know, I could have kind of understood that first day. Okay, look, there is a possibility he went out to a football game without permission, but black women know their children, and we know that wasn't it. But they usually be like, "Well, he ain't been missing for 24 hours. Have you checked everywhere? Checked all his friends?" In the meantime, we'll file a report, but we're not going to do it. But because he was 15, because he was black. No, it was because he was black. They were lackadaisy. hmm Or maybe they was just trying to humor. Maybe it wasn't what they thought. But okay, okay, Black Beauty, it's good to see you back. All right. Okay, pasting. I'm putting the link in again. So if y'all want to come on up, Auntie, you still having trouble getting in? Yeah, it was similar to Emmett too. The way he looked. I can't show y'all the pictures, but the picture is definitely on the GoFundMe. You know, and I couldn't take it. I just couldn't take it. And okay, I'm not that familiar with that area of Louisiana, but I don't remember. there being any lakes or rivers near that near there. I ain't saying they ain't. Just I'm not that familiar with that area. But the boy couldn't swim. I can't swim. I ain't going near no lake or anything. I ain't even comfortable on boats. And I've been on a boat not being able to swim. I'm not comfortable with them. And because they found, muddy water in his esophagus, I think somebody drowned him or tried to force something from him, by forcing his head down in shallow water. Cause you're gonna get muddy water if the water is shallow and stuff like that. I'm thinking it's more likely that happening. And as for aquatic figure, it depends on how long his body was down. I can't imagine. Um, um, I can't imagine them being able to do it that quickly, unless you just deliberately dumped them in a heavy area. Um, because it's not like the ocean or anything. At the most, it might be like a little river or a little lake or a crawfish pond. Maybe there was a. I would be looking for crawfish ponds. Or rice fields, shallow water area. Well, not that shallow. Probably hip high. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm stuck with that image, and that was probably the easier one of the pictures to take. They just of the pictures to take. Hmm. Yeah, it is too much like Emmett Till's, and um we got racist people. We have people disappeared before, and haven't don't find their body until there's bones. 3 days, 3 days in, and I don't know. Is it me that he looked really well? Man, well, he's dead. Yeah, we tend to look really dark when you're dead. Oh, I just couldn't. It was just too much. It was too much, and I was like, okay. They mentioned that he had a lot of white friends. We got to drum in our children's head that white people are not your friends. Don't be going along with no white people. Shoot, you cannot even go when you know. Yeah, and then there was a talk about the parents were it was, well, there was one story where it said it was the mother, the father, and the son high on mushrooms. Well, most people usually don't put life insurance on their children, or if they do, is for burial purposes. Uh, so I don't know. Oh, that's to help with the Oh, why is there a GoFundMe? That's to help with the legal and the financial fee. They had to get a separate autopsy because they put the police put it as the Baldwin police put it as he drowned. As far as they're concerned, the case is closed. It's now with the Iberia Parish Sheriff Department because that's where they found him. Yeah, the St. Mary's Sheriff Department is over where his dad lived. He was found in Lordville. That's part of Iberia Parish. So Iberia Parish is investigating the murder, but they doing a separate autopsy because they're not accepting Baldwin's autopsy that he drowned. You know, boy couldn't swim. He wasn't going to be going anywhere where there was deep water. Yes, he did look like he was burned to me. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about the burns, but he was just darker than he should have been. Hmm. But it also could be, death. But I couldn't look at them pictures close enough. I could just that picture, couldn't take it. Uh huh. Okay, Kendall Rowland. Yeah. So it was hard for me uh to um to to look at that picture too closely. Okay, Auntie, were you able to Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh shooks, I forgot. Okay. Oh, hey Bella B. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he trusts this white boy. He got his dog from this white boy, and it's one of the possibilities is because the boy had money on him that he might have got attacked. But if he had got attacked for the money, why did he still have money on him? Yeah, and somebody that was near said that these people were on mushrooms. They were high off of the poisonous mushrooms. I said, okay, I don't know enough about the poisonous mushrooms, but I know I've heard about people hallucinating uh, on this stuff, and it's possible he could have got attacked by them. Mm-hmm. Yep. They didn't order Amber Alert. They didn't notify the media that there was a missing child or anything. In fact, when when the parents called the media to say they having a visual for a missing child, the media network was like, "What missing child?" Because the media are told about the Amber Alert, and they make the announcements and descriptions and all that other stuff across the media. So they were surprised. So that's when the family found out there was no Amber Alert. Supposedly the they put him down as missing person, but they didn't put him in the Amber Alert. Yeah, so that's how lackadaisy. They said they tried to tell him no, he might be at the football game and stuff like that, and and then the parents had to search and find out on their own. That's when they found out that this white woman came and picked him up. Hmm. Yeah. So the GoFund is for the legal stuff because they in for fight. They have to do their own autopsy. They waiting for the findings of that because he don't. It look more than just like drown, and they don't believe aquatic. In that shorter time frame, they don't even say how long he was in the water. I know there got to be a way to find out how long he was in the supposedly water where the aquatic animals could have ate off of him. So there's supposed to be video out that he was alone in that area. I don't know where it got the video from of him by himself in that area where he supposedly died, where they haven't told the parents. They so the parents can't even put flowers in a cross to mark where he had died. Yeah, we that is done here. Usually it's with a car accident, but hey. So, yeah. So he's new to the area his father lived. He hadn't quite made friends. I guess a close friend at the school in Youngville that he was going to live close by. But they have left the area. They live in a trailer park. According to the landlord, they were being evicted. And I was like, evicted? How are you being evicted? During quarantine, and then these we had this hurricane come through. They're not quite so quick to evict, but apparently whatever it was they were doing, they were evicted. But it seemed mighty coincidental. Yeah, I couldn't find it again. There's a footage showing this family at this trailer, which is them hauling stuff. And since when 17-year-old and 15-year-old hang out together? And okay, Quawan is he kind of small for his age, but that don't mean anything. They usually grow at that. Uh huh. Near a sugarcane field. Yeah. So and a woman said he had left. Wait a minute. You went go pick him up from his house, and then he's gonna leave to go back home, walk 20 miles when you had to go pick him up. Why didn't you offer to bring him back home? What was going on that he left? Did y'all do something to him? Did y'all make him feel uncomfortable where he rather walk 20 miles than to wait for you to bring him home? Well, yes, you do, but you also got to drum into them that you can't hang out with your white friends like you can hang around with your black friends. But he knew he was gonna be told no. That's why he locked the door, and but still, that woman is an adult. She should have known to, hey, I need to hear from your parents that it's okay for you to come. Shoot, she should have did that with a phone call before she even showed up there. You know, she should have talked to his dad, talked to his mom, done all that. And why she thinks she could just come and just pick up a child and don't do protocol like that? You never met this child, as far as we know. They never met this child before. You hadn't met the parents, otherwise you would have known that that's when. Mhm. Okay, are y'all still having trouble with the link? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Quan had just disappeared. He was known as a missing child. Parents didn't give him permission to leave home, which led people to call him a runaway. The strange gap in the case, including the fact that Kawan's bedroom was reported locked from inside, might even make some people refer to Kawan's story as a mystery. But Kawan was not missing nor did he vanish, even though no one has been arrested. What happened to Kawan Charles isn't even a mystery. His family know where he was. His family reported aware of who he left with. His family know where he is. 15 9-year-old Quawan Charles is dead, and still no one knows what happened. Well, almost no one. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, I thought it was 20 miles away. I was wrong. Okay, about 39. Okay. Oh no, that's 39 miles is from his mother's house to Youngville to Baldwin, Louisiana. That was 39 miles. Mhm. Yep, he kept to himself. He was quiet. He was a little young, looking for his age. They were saying he was just starting to lose his baby fat. The roundness of his cheeks. Of his He was to himself. Didn't talk much. He knew how to save his money. He loved his dog. That was a clue right there that something wasn't right. He left his dog. The dog he called my baby. Mhm. Yeah, and I'm gonna quote Jamal Taylor about this thing. He said the problem is where these police, where the police see our, when the police officer sees our children, they don't see theirs. No, so if Kawan was a little white girl, Louisiana would be turned upside down right now, trying to figure out what happened. We want the officers involved that took no action placed on leave. We need an investigation into what happened and why they failed to issue an Amber Alert at the time of the report. Yeah, they they went to New Iberia Parish Courthouse and had a protest and vigil at that time. I had about one or two, but I didn't go to their house, and only one went to my house, and that was just to drop me off because I missed the bus. Yep. And she wasn't very comfortable. She got a little nervy. And I was like, okay, you just get to that corner right there, make a left, you'll be back to the highway. Because I made a mistake and took her through all the black neighborhoods to get to my house instead of hitting the highway. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, Max think we should get out of these all white neighborhoods, these states where there's more white people than black people, or there's no black neighborhood. Yeah, but I was like, there's, I don't think there's really such a place. You can, you're gonna be eventually surrounded by them.
Well, damn, it would seem like there's two of you up there.
Huh. What? Oh, how did? Wait a minute. The only way that could be if my phone.
No, that's me. Let me log out. I have to log out.
Okay. All right. One at age 5 and two at age 15. Okay. Well, I had two at age, let's see, 8, and one at age 15, 16, 17. And she was the same one. Yeah. If if the other thing was might have a Max voice. You want to move to town that the sisters is building? Nah. Okay, but they about to be invaded by white people.
We having all kinds of problems tonight.
Uh huh.
Got to get these problems fixed.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I
Okay.
was listening.
I'm gonna
Huh?
see. Let me see if
Nah,
I
forget
can
about
break.
it. Let's just go on with the strength right now. We'll fix them later.
Okay.
Um, you're talking about the young boy that was found dead, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a pattern. Remember the black woman who went to the she went to the party with the all white women
Yeah.
and she ended
Mm-hmm.
up dead?
Yes.
Well, this is something similar. Like here you have a young boy who was picked up by a white parent and her son, and he ended up dead, and people act like they don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I don't know how. When are we going to stop pretending that these aren't murders? You know, excuse me. I'm sorry. When do we stop pretending that these aren't murders? I mean, it's so obvious that they murdered this young boy.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen. You don't go to a friend's house and being picked up by their parents, and then you end up missing and nobody knows it. And then here's another thing. This is what tells you that foul play is going on, right? The parents of the boy who house he went to
Mm-hmm.
didn't even notify anyone.
No.
Didn't notify anyone. And then it looks like this young man was tortured. You know, at some point, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, the rabbit's going to get a gun and it's going to start shooting. It's going to start shooting at everything. I mean, how much we can take as black people before we start to fight back, before we start to retaliate. They've already brainwashed us into thinking that violence isn't the answer when all they use against us is violence. I don't understand how black people are still saying violence isn't the answer. Don't you see what's going on? This is why I got a problem. I don't want to turn this into a Christian thing, but I got a lot of problems with some of my Christian. But like, what are you looking at? All they do is use violence against us. If it isn't the answer, then why are they using it? It seems to be doing a lot of answering for them. It's answering their questions. They're getting rid of us. Well, let me see. How do I get rid of a Negro? Oh, violence. See? See how easy it is to answer their questions? So this is getting to a point where we're going to have to do something or we're just going to get wiped out. Now, I'm not advocating violence or anything like that, but there's nothing that says you can't defend yourself. Just like the Black Panthers Party of self-defense. Defend yourselves. I've never had a white friend. I take that back. I had one white friend. But we wasn't friends long enough for anything to happen because he showed his true colors right away. As soon as he got around other white people, he had like he didn't know me. So I learned right then and there at an early age what was going on, and never had another white friend after that.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Well, me, I had to have a red flags, and then I had to have it blaring in my face. But I still thought at the time it was more so the parents than the kid. But still, mm,
All right.
mm.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm gonna have to leave you. I gotta go.
Oh,
All
okay,
right. Sorry about that.
okay, all right, all right. Hi, decent album. Okay, so the family is not giving up. They are determined to get justice for Kawan Charles. And as I was trying to tell y'all earlier on another stream before we had the problem, um, we gotta be there to support, support them, financially. We gotta be there for them and each other. And we also got to make sure that they don't get forgotten. That that they get the justice that they need, because they're waiting for us to get tired, give up, get discouraged. Yeah, they trying to wait it out. Um, they let too many things slide, and it is hard, Uh, but we know what it is. We know it's because we're black. Our children um are not treated the same as their children. Their children, everything, we turn around and find out it never get forgotten. Like that little white girl that got killed in her house. Seemed like every so many years they pop up with it again because they still ain't found her killer. Um, and we gotta do the same thing, but because they get amnesia when it's us, we can't relent. We gotta put the pressure on. We gotta make sure there's consequences for not taking our children's lives as seriously as they would take theirs. We gotta put the pressure on. We gotta put the feet to the fire. We don't let it go. As I said the last time, no justice for our children, no peace for you. Hmm. Well, we gotta stop turning on each other. So far, I hadn't heard anybody saying any bad things about or trying to uh put the fault on the children. You know, or try to find some way to blame. Although they are doing a toxicology report on him, um, but I think that they really need to concentrate on finding that family. you know, because of the close knit nature of that situation and the way racism worked. I don't, I don't believe the landlord that they were evicted. If you are evicted and you gotta pack up your stuff, and go. Why would you waste time going 20 miles to pick up some boy to hang with your child while you packing? I heard of picking up some boys to help you pack and move your stuff, but not just to hang out. Hmm. Could their eviction have been, coincide with the time of the bodies found? You know, got to get out of Dodge. Yeah, so I don't even trust the idea about the eviction. Why during this COVID quarantine, when they going easier on people that's behind on their rent because the quarantine interfering with people, been interfering with people's jobs and stuff like that. And okay, a trailer park, mostly white people. Wouldn't they get the people attention that there's this little black boy over at these white people's house? I know it sure as heck a little white boy in the black neighborhood would, at the black people house would get the attention. You know, was this neighborhood a blended neighborhood with black and whites in there? Okay, still you're over at the white people house. You at least stayed the night. Yeah. Okay. He stayed there the night, Friday, Saturday, or as far as we know, he was there Friday afternoon, probably part of the evening. Mm-hmm. One becomes determined, steadfast, especially on what they know is right. That along with promise. Yeah. So yeah, that's how they found they found out. Do you know because of the Baldwin police delay, and didn't go Amber alert, that meant they didn't ping his phone to find out where he was. That's another reason to be mad with the nonchalant, because they could have went to the state police. State police would have pinged his phone, and in fact, that's how the state police found him. You know, once they found out that there was a missing child, and they pinged his phone, because the mother kept saying, I was trying to call him. He's not answering his phone. They pinged his phone, and they found the general area where he was at. And that's how they found him. Imagine if it had been done that night, or even maybe the next day. He might have still been alive. Because they not giving anything, they not saying how long he been dead when they found him. Was he 2 days dead, 1 day dead, few hours dead? Oh well, this is Louisiana. You'll find blacks in trailer parks too. Yeah. So yeah. It's just that usually, they got the white trailer parks and there's the black trailer parks. You know. So yeah, they have it for both sides. But being a black person in a white trailer park, yeah, that's a spotlight on you. Everybody watching every move you make, even if you're not aware of it. Trust me, they watching. Yeah, that's how they were able to get information. Cause one of the people that called her with information, um, lived in the trailer park, and her son finally told her something, and she called and told her the mom, what her son had told her. You know, yeah, he had seen him over there, but he was about to get in the car with them to go somewhere, but he said, yeah, they told him he couldn't smoke in there because they had bleached the car. The car, it was bleached. There was a strong smell of bleach. And he speculates, now knowing what he knows, like as if they had moved the body. And you know, so yeah. So some people were doing good on the quiet, but she, I guess the little boy had to twist it around in his head because he didn't have any proof, you know, and that when they picked up when they went to pick up the boy, that they were tripping on mushrooms. Okay, what are y'all talking about down there? So, Abinah, were you able to hear what I said about Quawan Charles? You have any thoughts on that?
No, because of my network, so I did not hear.
Okay, all right. Okay, Kawan Charles, the 15-year-old boy, um, while his father was at the store, this white woman came and picked him up and took him to her house 20 miles away to hang with her son. He didn't have permit. He didn't have the permission of his father or mother. In fact, uh, his father thought he was still in his room. You know, probably with some headphones on and on the computer because he had just brought him a computer. But it
And
wasn't until
so if you have a son or a daughter who is staying with you, and you
Mhm.
find out your daughter or your son is stealing something from the house, what is the problem for you to sack your daughter or your son from the house? No, he is your daughter or your son. You're supposed to save him. You're supposed to give him advice. You shouldn't leave your children outside. Don't let people take your children from you because they are the future leaders. They are our generation. So I don't say anything about me being with my children and they steal me, then I'll say I'll sack them from my house. Cannot be possible. Yeah.
okay. Well, he didn't know about these white people. He didn't know he never met them before. Never knew anything about them. Um, he did know that his son got a dog from one, but probably thought he just brought the dog from the person. Um, but no, he didn't know. Cause yeah, they didn't know anything until one of the neighbors mentioned it when the boy turned up missing. Well, when the police was calling and they were doing their own search because the police weren't helping. They did their search to I guess they must have been talking to all the neighbors.
Yeah, the boy will get missing.
Mhm.
This thing is coming from his father.
Mhm.
The faults come from the father.
Uh huh.
That's where the boy gets missing.
Mhm.
Assuming when it happens, you look for your son
Mhm.
and you say, "Oh, son, I'm very sorry of what I did to you," or "Please don't do what you did the last time again. I'm begging you." And those, if you talk to your child like this, no child will leave the house like the way I'm talking. If my father or my mother is talking to me in such a way like this, if I did a bad thing, I will not run away because he and she talked to me in a good manner way.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that I did a wrong thing and I'll go for apologize. But here is the case. You did not talk to your child in a good manner way. You just talked harshly for your son, what do you think? He's going to leave the house and go away. Then when he gets missing, you will come and say it. Oh, my son have get missing. We need to go and look for my son. It seems like you think nobody have anything doing. So if you come out and you say, my son have get missing, they will follow you and you go and look for him. No, black people shouldn't do that. Black
Yeah.
people, we shouldn't do that. We should know how to talk to our children. We should know how to pamper our children.
Mm-hmm.
We should know how our children can be with us so that they can feel us. If there's something wrong, they can go ahead and tell us as we being their fathers and their mothers. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So you believe because there was no communication between father and son, that's why he just snuck out, or instead of saying, "Hey, Dad, my friend is coming over. Uh, can I go spend time with him?"
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Bella B.
Hey, y'all.
So have you heard about Quawan Charles? Mm-hmm.
Day ago. Um, but honestly, I'm just the same retort. Um, it's like I think I heard Max say earlier. Yeah, Max said earlier. These people, well, layman terms, what he was saying, paraphrasing. He don't understand how black folks are still saying, "Oh, well, we shouldn't use violence, we shouldn't do this," but they're perfectly fine using it against us. That is how they subjugated us. That's how they beat us down. That's how they conquered us. So if violence ain't is not the answer for us, then what is? Because it damn sure is working for them. So what are we supposed to do? We done tried talking, we done begged, we done negotiated, we done compromised, we done turned the other cheek, we done turned around and turned the other cheek after we turned that cheek. I mean, what else are what are we supposed to do? What do black people collectively think we're supposed to do? What do they think we're supposed to do collectively? Like we've tried everything and nothing works. Now this child is dead. And like you said earlier, Dame, if this child was white, they would have tore that whole state apart trying to figure out what happened to that child. But because this is a little Negro boy, oh, well, he's probably off gang banging and whatever else those Negroes do. And honestly, I bet you when the story first came out, he wasn't considered a teen. Man, man found. And they do that very often. Whenever something happened to our kids, they don't categorize them as kids. They say man or woman when it's really a child.
Oh, well, it's even worse than that. They were too nonchalant. They said he might be at a football game. Um, and when the next day they just filed that he was a missing person. They didn't do the Amber Alert, nothing.
Yeah. None of
It
that.
wasn't until the parents was calling the social media, this I mean not social, the media, the news network, to saying they having a visual for a missing child. The news network was like, what child?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so between the media and the parents, they finally got to the sheriff office. Still no Amber Alert, but the sheriff office, no, state police. State police got involved in some kind of way. They pinged his phone. I guess they did that's what they said. They pinged his phone. That's where they knew what area to look for him at. And then
Mm.
by the time they got there, he was dead.
It was too late. It was
Like,
too late.
yeah.
That's what they wanted. They
Mhm.
they that's pretty much what they wanted. They dragged their feet, hoping
Mhm.
that in the chance that the child isn't just at a football game, just out with some friends, that if something really did happen to him, that when we find this little Negro, it'll be too late and it's one less Negro.
Mhm.
It's obvious. It's a slap in the face. It's always a slap in the face. And how many times are we gonna get slapped, kicked, and murdered, just downright outright murdered, before we gonna say that's enough? Okay, now time
Mhm.
out, flag on the play. I mean, when are we gonna roll this back? All the legislation in this country, all all the negotiations, all of the compromises we've made, none of it works. We take two steps forward and get knocked back 10. Everything they give us, or or look like they give us, or give the illusion that they give us, they make sure that they double back through the back door and find a way to make it null and void. Civil
Mhm.
rights movement, very good example. The 13th and 14th Amendment. You read them closely, they are utter bullshit. Both of them. 13th and the 14th Amendment. Both of them are utter bullshit. And you still have black people talking about, oh, well, the gains we've gotten in this country, oh, we've gained this and gained that. We ain't gained nothing but the right to be murdered on camera, live in full effect for the whole world to see, and nobody better than.
Mhm.
That's what we didn't gain. Absolutely nothing. Oh, well, our jobs are better now, and our housing is better now, and our this and that is better now. Okay, maybe so. It might be a little bit better than it was maybe 50 years ago, but your ass get in that Corvette or that 2020, it could be a 2020 Kia. How that Negro get that car, they gonna check, you gonna get stopped every, especially going through the wrong town.
Mhm.
Every damn quarter mile you can be stopped for some bullshit. Oh, well, you made a illegal left turn, or it looks like you were swerving across the road, just so they can see why this Negro got this car. It just was a boy. I forgot what man. I forgot what state. He was on the news. Some white woman called. He was at the grocery store loading the groceries in his car, and some white woman called the police on him because his car, basically because his car was too nice.
Oh
She
yeah,
thought
I
they
remember
stole the
that.
car.
Mhm.
Like
Wait a minute.
seriously.
She followed him, didn't she?
Yes, followed him, called the police, followed him, and
Mhm.
everything. And the police stopped him. And then when they realized it was a bogus call, they still found a reason to get this man a fucking ticket. Excuse
Mhm.
my language. Still found a reason to give him a ticket. Still found a reason
Mhm.
to give him a ticket.
Mhm.
Oh well, this really is your car, but you know what, Negro, I can't let you go free like that. Shit like that happen every day. Every day. And he on the news, the black man on the news. Oh well, it's unfortunate, and I could have been a victim because of her, but I don't have any hard feel. Man, it couldn't have been me. They would have cut the news feed because
Mhm.
I would have cut. If you watch it, you pasty ass bitch. I would have been on that mother. Oh, and he was too. It just his demeanor. You couldn't even sense no anger with him. It was more like disappointment. Oh, my fellow Caucasian, she didn't love me. She just saw my black skin. We still capping and campaigning for love
Mhm.
from a beast that does not know humanity. Like, seriously, what are we gonna do? We're gonna
Mhm.
sit around and get plucked off like like we playing duck hunt or something.
Mhm.
Tosses in there. There go another nigga, pow, pow. Tosses in there. There go another nigga, pow, pow. And we just and the rest of us sitting with the popcorn and our brand new iPhones with the movie grade cameras,
Mhm.
just making movies and taking pictures and posting. Oh, look what happened to this. It's a damn shame what they did to that Negro.
Mhm.
What, what are we gonna do? That's and and I think also that the reason that they allow these videos to just because it's a video on very graphic. They had these boy death pictures. TMZ, they managed to find these boys' death pictures. And it's a video for TMZ reporting. There's plastered this boy death face all across the internet.
Well, well, the parent put the picture in there. They did like Emmett Till mom expose. Uh,
Oh yeah,
the,
yeah.
yeah, it's on the GoFundMe too. So be
Okay.
careful when you go to GoFundMe. Brace yourself. When you go to the GoFundMe because uh, his picture is there as well as Emmett Till. So you getting the double whammy of them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. But see, I feel like stuff like that. I'm not bagging on the family or anything, but
Hmm.
I feel like stuff like that is also desensitizing us.
Hmm.
Like it's just saying the videos over and over. I mean, live and full effect, got down like dogs in the
Hmm.
street, and well, there go another one. And I feel like that's what it's becoming. Well, there go another one. Oh well, Negro should have bobbed, but he weaved. Oh well, there go another one. I don't know.
Yeah, but we got to also keep ourselves from getting into that because once we get into that, oh well, there goes another one. We start letting it go. We start forgetting. We stop putting the pressure on. We stop putting their feet to the fire. We stop trying to make changes. We stop, you know, we let it get to us and we get into the mode that it ain't going to change,
Hmm.
and it ain't going to change if we don't keep trying to change it.
Well, damn, I think we already there.
No, we're already starting to feel there. In a way, you could be right, but I don't think it's desensitizing us. I think it's overwhelming us. Seeing it,
Hmm.
constantly.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's desensitizing. I think it's overwhelming us. You know, and it's taken into our mindset that things ain't going to change. We can't change anything, stuff like that. No, the things are changing, it's just changing slow. Um, or or somebody before us had given up because they felt there was not any change happening. So
Well,
we got to work very hard, and we got to help each other keep from feeling like to give up, that things ain't gonna change, that nothing is working. Is there it might not be enough. Or this generation might have to take it to the next level, but the changes have been happening. Because if you go, let me see, wait, I'm trying to think how many years back. At least, at least 100 to about 80 years back, uh, the lynching would have been public size, and there had been a whole group of white people and the lone black person being lynched. There would have been pictures of it, pieces of the person's body everywhere. Um, Now they can't do it like they did in the old days. I know it's still lynching, it's still death, but um there's changes. They can't um do like they did before, or generations before, a couple or a few, is it decades, 100 years before. Yeah. So yes, the changes is small. The death is coming in a new way. The thing is, we just cannot give up. We cannot stop the fight. If we have to take all different types of ways to fight, we fight. We keep their feet to the fire. We put the mirror to their face. We show them the shame of what they are if necessary.
yeah, I want to address something someone said in the comments. Now, take this the wrong way.
Okay.
Yes, money, money makes shit happen. It absolutely does. But money is not the sole answer either. How many of our celebrities or businessmen or of something of that nature that have acquired a fortune have been ruined no matter how much money? How many black folks that are affluent have been preyed on? I just gave an example. That
Mm-hmm.
man that had that car at that grocery store was probably pretty well off to have the car that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he was still victimized. Yes, money does move things, but when you're black, that's still not enough. When
Mm-hmm.
you're white, yes, money absolutely moves things, get shit done, make shit shake. Absolutely. But in this country, even when you're black and you have money, you're still given a hard time. They
Yeah.
still found a way to make you realize, okay, you might have them C notes, but you're still a nigger to me. You're still a nigger, point blank. At the end of the day, yeah, you got them greenbacks, but they tainted with black skin. So money is not gonna just be old money. We better we build the black dollar. We do this and that. How many times are they told to show us? Wrong answer. That ain't gonna work either. It's not. Money is not going to solely money is not now money can help us organize within each other,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to still have them on our necks and at our backs. No matter how many dollars you acquire, no matter how many, they're still going to be at our backs. So building the black dollar, yes, for us to solely get ourselves together in house and on code or whatever, build our own neighborhoods. But they still like you were just talking about. We were talking about that the last time or the time before I was on um about them families that came together and bought all them acres and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. They about to be overrun by white folk. because
Mhm.
we cannot have nothing to ourselves in this country because people fail to realize yes, we built this place, but it wasn't built for us. We built it, but we didn't build it. It's just like you working at Ford or Chrysler or whoever else car dealership. You can build them cars on the assembly line all day, but you better not drive off that motherfucking lot with one of them. Oh, I built this one. I think I'm gonna pick this one and take it home. Uh-uh. Wrong answer. Your ass gonna be in county lockup.
Mhm.
So just because we built this place and you feel like, oh, we got so much right to this and that, these these troglodytes gonna remind you every day of your black life that you don't mean shit. And it don't matter what you built. We put you into servitude to do it for us, and therefore we own it. So that black dollar mess is not gonna be the only answer. Oh, we need to build a black dollar. No, it's not. So yeah, violence might not. Okay, well, and you know what? And I'm just gonna bring it full circle. Violence right now isn't the answer, and you know why? Because we ill prepared. We buck at them right now, and the majority of us don't even really still or don't own a gun. It's gonna be a bloodbath,
Mhm.
a fucking bloodbath. We have no organization with amongst each other. We all little cherry pick groups here, there, everywhere. It's
Mhm.
one thing you can say about our enemy. They don't even have to like each other. But when it's time to come together to get some shit done, they drop all of that shit. And we have not learned how to drop our petty differences with each other and be like, all right, dog, I'll get you on the back end. I don't like that shit you did, or I don't agree with you, but uh we gotta handle something together first. And we can handle what we don't like about each other on the back end. So we can't even get past that. We so nothing is the answer. So I guess we just lay down and freaking die. Because we can't use violence, even though I'm not gonna say with that, but anyway, I'm not gonna say what I just wanted to say, but we can't. I'm just gonna leave it at we can't use violence right now because we're ill organized. And the black dollar is not gonna be the answer either because they're gonna remind you every day of your life that nigga, I don't care how many dollars you got. To me, you still a Negro. You can dress it up. You can dress it up all you want. You can put on the finest suit. You can put on the finest shoes. You can look like them, talk like them, walk like them, have the jobs that they have. Oh, Bob, you're so funny. And all of that. And at the end of the day, you're still a freaking Negro. I digress.
Mhm. Well, I can't say no to that. Yes, we're still a Negro no matter what. But that ain't the problem that we the Negro. It's when the ones that forget that they're Negro. See, and that's usually the ones that get caught up. They forget they a Negro. They think the pink life is better, so they move to those neighborhood, and they the only speck of black and brown in the whole area. And then when something go down, uh, they're all alone.
Now, when some go down, they come running back to the rest of us for us to cap for them. No, you take your pace loving ass on back over there where you came from. We gonna have to learn how do that too.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna have to drop motherfuckers off where they wanted to be dropped off. You wanted to be dropped off of there over there with Susan, Karen, Bob,
Mm-hmm.
Brad, Bo, and all the rest of them motherfuckers. Then you stay over there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay your ass over there. And we know that if shit ever popped off, the line has already been drawn. And we know where your alliances live. Don't let them you go over there trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Cousters or whatever the hell else their name is. You trying to keep up with them that when they got a house in their neighborhood, 2.3 kids, the dog, the Subaru or
Mhm.
whatever,
Mhm.
and you think you're living a high life, and then they show you soon as you move in that motherfucker, oh no no no, Negro, what you think you doing? Do not slither your slimy ass back this way. Do not slither your slimy ass back this way, but they do that often.
Mhm.
So I mean, but we still have to drop our petty differences with each other. The ones that know what's going on around them, the ones that are really looking for change for us, the ones that are trying to really get them off of our back, our neck, and stuff like that. We're gonna have to drop the petty differences between each other. And then once maybe if that ever happens, once we get something tangible or get something in place where we don't have to watch our backs and our fronts every freaking day of our lives,
Mhm.
then maybe we can handle the inter conflicts with each other.
Mhm. Yeah, but I'm also thinking that we also a little backwards, politically. We always concentrate on the presidential election and stuff like that, but we ignore all the local stuff. It's the local stuff that affects us more so than the presidential stuff. And
Mhm.
we should be paying attention and making sure that we get a sheriff that's not biased, a district attorney that can't be brought or is biased or whatever, our mayors and our councilmen and our congressmen, our senators, and we got to pay attention to them laws. And if we can't figure it out,
Mhm.
we find somebody who can decipher them laws for us, because they be writing them laws in
Mhm.
in I like to call it lawyer speech, So that's why I got a couple of cousins have who break down them laws and amendments and bylaws and add on to laws that they be slipping in.
Yeah.
And we
You're
gotta we
absolutely
gotta
right.
pay attention to that. Our school boards, we gotta be on our school boards and in our school and more involved in the schools. Gotta watch them. Even if okay, I don't have kids, so I'd be like, I didn't pay attention to the school board thing. Now I'm paying attention a little more attention to the school board because I'm subbing. And I'm seeing things, and I'm like, I see the kids get so excited to see this black male teacher, but he's the only one in the whole school. It's majority white teachers there in this particular school, and quite a few other white female teachers at that. And I,
Exactly.
mhm. Yeah, so we gotta pay attention to that, get involved in all that. Stop being so lazy. We got to get more involved into the local politics, the local laws, the all the stuff local, because that's what affects us more directly than anything. Just as I was trying to present with in this particular case, it was the sheriff and the police, because he's a little black boy, they didn't take it as seriously as if they would the white one. The Amaya Braxton thing. It's the district attorney. He's supposed to be on her side or the side of the state of the little girl, but he presented they suspect he presented the law of intent. There's no intent when it comes to Nathan Law. Nathan Law does not care about intent. So why are the jurors for the grand jury thinking about, did the woman intend to go down that way to bus? Did that woman intend to hit that child? Does not matter. You did not stop. You hit and injured and killed the child. Their intent does not care. There's no care in Nathan Law, but that's how the suspect he presented it, and that's why the grand jury got it in their head. They thinking of the original, the assault, felony assault. Under that one, there's intent, but under Nathan's Law, they don't care about intent. If you did not stop and you injured or killed a child, it's automatic felony assault and stuff like that. And also the police is also involved in the situation. They did not arrest her, they did not ticket her, they did not do anything to this woman. They didn't take her to jail, none of that. All the others that I've looked into when they dealt with the Nathan's Law, these people were arrested, these people were charged. They may have got out by bond, but they had to pay some serious bondage fine, and then they had fines on top of it, and they did jail time. They did, some of them did county jail, some of them did prison. So so it's all tied in together. We really,
Yeah.
really seriously got to pay attention to all these local elections. We got to get involved. We got to learn who these people are who are running, what's their history, who they connected to, and all that other stuff. When push comes to shove, are they gonna follow the law, or they gonna do the buddy system, be on coke, or be biased?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Yeah, the local elections matter most because when it comes to the federal election, the popular vote is not the final say. The popular vote is a projection. The electoral college has the final say. That is how Trump won 4 years ago, and he lost the popular vote.
Mm-hmm.
So you're absolutely right. We need to pay attention more. If we're going to vote, we need to pay attention more to the local elections because that is what affects us directly in our district, in our counties, in our cities, in our state. You're
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Um, but it seems that we also blindly believe that the system is going to do right by us if we continue to just complain and note our status and what we did and what we built and what we put into and what we contribute. They don't give a good damn about that because black people are becoming obsolete in this country. Uh, they don't need any more of our free labor. They don't need us anymore. Um, the Mexican and the Arab and the Chinaman, all of them have taken that place, and they happily have. And then they have also sided with the enemy. So we're not just dealing with one enemy that looks like this. We're looking at a multifaceted network of enemies, and we're on this island by ourselves, surrounded by the enemy. We're on an island surrounded by a fleet of pirates. Um, so I just seen that message that flashed on the um yeah, from that person in the chat. Business, all we need is business leverage. I mean, yes, we might put $1 trillion into the economy, but we're fueling their economy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have our own. We're just fueling their economy, which is making them stronger and leaving us weak. So it doesn't matter if we're putting 10, 20, 30, 40 million, a trillion, a billion, whatever into the economy each year. On what? Sneakers? On what? Jewelry? On what? Entertainment? TVs? Cars? I mean, what does that give us back? What return does that give us back? Oh yeah, well, this Negro just spent $100,000 on this house, so the realtor gonna get their commission, and what they gonna do with their commission? They're gonna go and spend their money in something. I'm not missing your point. No, I'm not missing your point. I see exactly what you're saying, and I've heard your point over and over and over again over the years. It doesn't matter how much money we put into this economy. It doesn't matter what we do. They're going to find a way to sabotage. They're going to find a way. We build businesses. They don't go nowhere. For real. Our neighborhoods are flooded not with our businesses, but with the Arab, the Chinaman, and whoever else decides they want to slither on in.
Mhm.
So no, I'm not missing your point. I swear I'm not. I've heard your point over and over and over again. Haven't we already tried that too? Building the black dollar. We've been talking about building. Martin Luther King was talking about after he woke up and got off of his kumbaya, we shall overcome. He was talking about building the black dollar. Those last 2 years of his life that got him killed, what really got him killed, why he got that bullet in his cheek that lodged in the other shoulder, went one way and went into the other shoulder. Then he was talking about that rhetoric. He changed up. They were like, "Oh, this nigger, he didn't change up on us. We thought he was a good little boy, and he changed up on them." He started realizing that, oh well, you know what, Malcolm X might have been right a little bit. And listen to his last 2 years of his speeches, the speeches he did his last 2 years. They've been over 50 years. We been there. We done it. We tried to do that. We done that. Before segregation, we probably had the biggest chance of doing what you're talking about now because we were forced to, which is sad because we did it because we were forced to. We had our own hospitals, our own banks, our own, grocery stores, convenience stores, all of that stuff. And then someone came up with the good idea, let's merge with the saltine. And all of that fell apart. Ask yourself why all of that fell apart. We had all of what you're talking about now
Mhm.
before civil rights. And then civil rights come and all of that falls the hell apart. Ask yourself why. We've been there, we've done that, we've tried all of that. None of it works. It don't matter if it's 1958, 1998, 2008, 2018, 2020, 2021, 2038. It's not going to work with these people. And I use the word people real loosely when it comes to them. It's not going to work. So I'm not missing your point. And you're saying because we don't know how to control our dollars, it don't matter. And you know what? I'm okay. How do you propose we control our dollars? I'm making your point for you. How? How am I making your point? Tell me how I'm making your point. I'm waiting because we've tried it all. Like somebody else just said in the comments, we've tried it all. It didn't work. We had what we wanted to before oh maybe that's what you're talking about. Before when I said before civil rights, we had the hospitals, we had this, we had that.
Yeah, we did. And we still lived in constant fear. Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Redwood. I mean, somebody give me some more. The list goes on. They bombed the hell out of us. Every time we try to go off on our own and do something on our own, they find a way to destroy it. We're in a lose-lose situation. So tell me, if that's what is that how you what you mean by I'm making your point? Because the point is that they still found a way to destroy that. They found a way to destroy that. And nothing happened to nail one of them. I said that we had our own. I didn't say we were all right because we weren't all right. We had our own. We was made to have our own. That's exactly what I said. We were made to have our own. And I said that's sad because we was made to because we had no choice. But yes, before Martin Luther King came along, yes, we did. And civil rights, we did have our own. Hospitals, banks, you know, stores, grocery stores, all of that. And they still found a way to destroy it. Tulsa, they killed 100 and some people that day. Burnt down everything. Planes riding over the city, dropping bombs and shit over a lie. But what really was jealousy because they want us to really roll over and die. They want us to roll over and die. All these Negroes, they done built churches and they done built schools and they done built hospitals. How did they do that? Why did they do that? That needs to come down. Our existence is a threat to them. Our existence is a threat to them because our existence shows their inadequacy. Us just walking this planet is a threat to them because they know our true position and they know theirs. That's why they use violence on us.
Mm-hmm.
Our existence is a threat. They know somebody's supposed to be here and somebody ain't. Somebody is the true inhabitants of this planet and somebody is a lab rat. Someone is a genetic mutation, a mistake. I said, I did not, how am I confusing you? I said, yes, we had our own. And no, it wasn't all right because they bombed it. Do you know anything about Tulsa? Do you know anything about Redwood? Really? Do you? Because yes, we had our own, and they dropped bombs, and they did everything. They destroyed everything we built.
Yep, they used the.
And that's when I said that we was the closest to having what you're talking about back then. That is what I said. So how is that confusing you? We were the closest, I said, and I quote, we were the closest to having what you're talking about now. Back then, we've been there, done that. I do believe I said that because somebody co-signed with it and was like, we've done all it all. We've done it all. Was they're absolutely right. Thank you, sister. We've done it all. And it does not work. And it's never going to work because, like I just said, our very existence is a threat to them. If it's a beautiful day tomorrow, go stand out in the sun for 30 minutes and tell me, do you burn? Now you tell Billy Bob to go stand his pale ass in the sun for 30 minutes and watch what happens. He gonna turn red as a beet And if it's hot enough day, you're gonna blister. This is a sun-loving planet. Everything on this planet thrives in the sun, but just a few organisms. And what's the first one that comes to the top of your head? See, this thing with us is not just, oh, the black dollar, oh, we built this country, oh, why they so violent to us. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's not about, oh, what we can do to survive amongst them. It's not about, oh, how well can we be, how well spoken can we be,
Mhm.
how well can we speak their languages, how well can we dress like them, how much money we obtain. Then they'll see us as humans like them. Then they'll see us as people like them. Don't we all bleed the same blood? It's deeper than that.
Mhm.
And until you start divvying into that, call it whether metaphysics or psychological or whatever you want to, you're not going to understand how ingrained this hatred that they have for us is. That no amount of policy is going to ever change. Now, like Dame said, yeah, on the local level, we can make ourselves comfortable, but at the end of the day, we are always and forever behind enemy lines.
Mhm.
We're behind enemy lines. This is a war. And this war been going on for hundreds of years before any one of us on this live, in the chat, our grandparents, their parents before them, their parents before them was even thought of. This is an ancient battle. This is a fight to the death. And it's been like that for hundreds of years, if not thousands. The moment they slithered their ass out that fucking cave, it was on spot and on site. And you gotta, and in order for you to understand the world around you, you're gonna have to divvy into that. No amount of dollar is gonna ever work. Like I just said, we can make ourselves as comfortable as possible in the situations that we're in. Excuse me. But it's never going to just be okay. You're never going to be able to sit back, relax, and just live and know that you're okay as long as we're behind enemy lines. I digress. Hello.
Yeah.
How you
Okay.
doing?
Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot to think about. Yeah. So yeah, money alone is not going to do it. Yeah, we had whole communities of black folks. It wasn't just one or two Black Wall Streets. There was hundreds of them. They got wiped out and destroyed like they never was. Um, Maybe a few of the people that escaped passed the memory on. That's how we know about Rosewood and what's that other and the one in Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
Yeah, I was I'm sorry to cut over you, but
Hmm.
look it up. One of the survivors of Tulsa, they just wrote an article about her probably last month or something. She like 102 now or something.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
she was talking giving her first a personal account of that mess. Look
Mhm.
that junk up. I forgot her name. If I can find it myself, I'll put it in the back chat. But yeah, that shit was horrific.
Yeah.
And
And
she's
Rosewood wasn't
102
a
to still
story in the
remember
movie.
that.
That was history. That was facts. I'm sorry, Bella. I didn't mean to. But Rosewood, most people knows Rosewood by the movie, or if they read the book by the book. But that was his history, and that was fact. That was not just no movie. That actually happened. There's a place in Louisiana that was like that. I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Uh, but their destruction was caused over the black men voting. That's when we were Republicans in that time, and they didn't like the president. And at the time, the presidential seat was in Louisiana, and the Democrats of that didn't like that, the fact that they won, and the reason why the Republican candidate won was because of the black vote, and they didn't believe blacks should have been voting anyhow. You know, it was horrible. Not just what was done to them, but the stuff that happened later. Uh, that showed that discouraged a whole bunch of black people, that and it was the reason the Klan came into power. You know, after that, the Klan saw that they weren't going to, that nothing was going to be done to them. It was like it was a license for them, and they got bigger, and they done more, and they got away with more, and it just created a domino effect. And that's another reason I think why black men of didn't see much in voting, and they didn't fight as hard to vote anymore it because of what had happened in that town in there, and what did not happen. The law, they did not use the law to punish them, even though they were guilty. They had witnesses on black and white witnesses of what had happened. Nothing. Birth of the nation, origin of the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, well, at the time that this happened, thing in Louisiana, according to the book, the Klan was small, and they didn't move as freely as they did later. But because when they did this thing in this thing, and they were punished, they weren't going to jail, they didn't go to trial, none of it. It gave them license to do more, to get bigger, and expand, and have the influence that they have.
Yeah, you're
But if
absolutely right.
the United States government had stuck to it and punished the men for what they done, the Klan would have backed down. They wouldn't have got that big because there was repercussions. But because there was no repercussions, they got bigger, and it got more influence, and they did even more stuff.
And that's because that's what they were intended for. Now
Mhm.
y'all go ahead, boys. We gonna act like we don't know y'all, but you fulfilling. They're an arm of white supremacy. The Klan. That's why the FBI. They haven't all of these years. The Klan is like almost 100 years old, isn't it? And all of these years, and they haven't been disbanded because they are an arm of white supremacy. And then let me uh this comment. Now, those actions that you mentioned, it says it here in this comment. Those actions that you mentioned are the actions to keep us from circulating our black dollars. For us to do that is their downfall. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, let me tell you
Oh,
one more time.
mhm. You
I'm
want to
saying,
you want to answer you want to answer him, because I'm itching to answer him.
oh, yeah,
What do
you
you?
go. We gonna get this together. So,
Mhm.
first of all, you said the circulating of our black dollars. First of all, that's impossible in this country because don't you got to live? Don't you got to eat? Don't you got to have lights? Don't you got to have water? Um, All of those things. Don't you drive a car? All of that money still trickles back to the enemy. What light company do we own? What cable company do we own? The internet you're using right now, do you own it? Do you have stock in the company? And even if you had stock in the company, who owns the company? Exactly. Um, the lights that are on right now that you use to charge your phone with, who owns that company? So we cannot sit on our hands here and just don't give no dollars because you're going to have to end up giving it back to the enemy and fuel their powerhouse no matter what you do, unless you're going to go buy a piece of land, which you still had to get it to the enemy too, because they own all the land. So but once you give that one time fee, we can call that a one time fee. Once you get that one time fee, you gonna sit in the woods by yourself. You grow your own food. Okay, so you grow your own food. Who you gonna get the seeds from? You gonna get it from you gonna get it from some conglomerate, some farmer, but more than likely is going to be also white. So you're going to trickle money into their hands no matter what. Their downfall is not dependent on the dollar. It's not dependent on the rand. It's not dependent on the CD. It's not dependent on the Congolese franc. It's not dependent on the euro or nothing of that nature. Not in this country, it's not. Now maybe it's somewhere overseas that might what you're saying might work. But we're here isolated on this island surrounded by enemies. And it don't matter if we go to chew a piece of 25% bubble gum. Wrigley white ass is gonna get that money. What are you saying then? Those actions you said, and I quote, those actions that you mentioned are the actions to keep us from circulating our black dollars. For us to do that is their downfall. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what you say. This country too, it's not gonna work here. We got plenty of examples. We got
Mhm.
plenty of samples, and the definition of insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That is we're insane then. You want us to go on a insane dummy mission that we done tried for over 100 years since we got out of slavery. We've been on that dummy mission, boo boo. We done did that. We done been there. We done done that.
Mhm. Yeah. And as I was saying, the Black Wall Street and Rosewood, they circulated the money in their community, black community, 100 times before it ever came out, if it came out of it at all. They own the land, they own the business, they own the bank, they owned it, everything. In fact, white people were working for
Yeah,
them. That's how much
yeah,
they
because
own.
they don't want the black community to go on where.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't want the black community to grow up. Well, they don't want the black to own their own businesses. They hate them.
And T is like, stop.
They want us to
He
roll
said,
over. After them,
let's
they want
change
us
the
to roll
subject.
over and die. That's exactly what they want us to do, to roll over and die. Because, like I said earlier, our very existence is a threat to them. And in order to understand what I'm exactly saying, you have to divvy past what you see on the surface. You have to dig deeper into history and see what I'm saying.
Mhm.
They want us to roll over and die because our very existence is a threat to theirs. A race that considers themselves inferior does not have to undermine, sabotage, subjugate, enslave anybody to be superior. They would just shine like the diamond they think they are on their own. All of the things that they've done to us over the years would not have had to been done if we were just some dumb Negroes that scratched our ass that they saved in Africa. It wouldn't have had to been done. None of it. A superior race, a superior being, a superior animal, the lion, the tiger, all of those. You think of superior animals, the gorilla, especially the silverback, they'll rip your face off with their bare hands. What other animal do you see in the wild subjugating another animal just to survive? They eat each other, yes, but they only eat with their field. What other animal? The elephant. What other animal do you see in wild that claim that we know are majestic and powerful and superior that we won't even step to them without the right gear and the biggest gun that you see subjugated and they're supposed to be superior? Our very existence is a threat to them. They don't want us to do nothing but roll the fuck over and die. And keep enough of us for spare parts for themselves. But I digress because I'm not gonna go there.
Mhm.
We didn't get blocked. So
Yeah.
I digress again. I digress again.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, yeah, Black Wall Street is the perfect example. That's right. That's why they destroy it. But they also ensure that it can't be done again, or at least to that level. So think about it. Anytime something looks like it's gonna be separate from them or on its own and not dependent in some kind of way, okay, we can do the Georgia thing. They're already invading and causing problems over there. And they ain't even got to the level of Wall Street yet. Right now, they just a town. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, they ensure that it don't happen again. They make sure things are in place that it's not that easy anymore. Yeah, we could. There's nothing wrong with trying it, but don't think that's going to clear up anything, because it's not just that alone. It's not just the wealth gap. It's not just the money. It's the bias, the prejudice, the racism, the systems, the laws, the um let's see, the education and stuff like that. They are doing all kind of ways to undermine us. You know, yeah. So yeah, I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with attempting it, but that alone is not going to be enough. That alone is only going to go so far, and then it's not going to go. It's either going to stagnate, it's going to or it's going to get destroyed. Hmm. Yeah, and they're going to ensure that it does. They're going to, depending on how you're going to do it, it's going to be businesses, banks, or whatever. In fact, they interfering with black banks right now. Black banks only could loan to a certain amount. They already putting restrictions on black banks. You know, yes, we do have a few black banks. That's why it's just a few black banks. Uh, they got all this red tape that's hindering how much they can loan, who they can loan the money to, and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're
Hmm.
absolutely right. And I want to make another point. Um, I think that black people like that think that money is the answer to our problems is seeing it as they're looking at white people make things happen for themselves with money. And so they think, oh, well, we can do that too. Still not understanding the system that we live in. And I think that A good author for everyone to divvy into is Franz Fanon, especially his book Black Skin, White Mask. Because I'm just going to, a layman terms, sum it up. This is not everything he said, but he basically in the book said that because of what was done to us, because of us being erased, our heritage, our culture erased, that we try to define our blackness and what blackness is still looking from a white lens, looking at what they say that blackness is supposed to be, and then we try to play off of it. So when it comes to us thinking that money will solve all our problems, we're still looking at a play. We're still looking at our master, trying to take examples of them and then rework it for us, not understanding that this system is built for them. It's not tailor made for us. It's not many loopholes in it now. I'm not saying there's none there, but it's not many loopholes in it for us. And money is not a totality. It's not a guaranteed loophole. Because like I said earlier, look at all the black billionaires and millionaires and celebrities that have been put in their place, quote unquote, per se. They've been put in their place. They had all this money and fame, and even if they didn't manage it, the first moment they acted too black or said something that the white media didn't like, they were crucified. They were crucified, and all of their fame and wealth and prestige was tainted and taken away from them damn near overnight. We got plenty of examples of everything. That's the sad part about it. We have plenty of examples of everything. We have examples of, oh, well, we go to the right schools and get the right education, but yet there's millions of highly educated black people that are not working in their field
Hmm.
or barely holding a job. But yet we're one of the most educated groups in this country, especially black women, 2 and 3 degrees. I got two myself, working on a third one. And I'm not working in my field, but I'm about to rework some shit. So that's why I'm going back to get a third one. Like, we're looking at our situation and trying to pull examples from the people that put us in this situation. We can't do that. It's not going to work. You cannot pull your inspiration from your oppressor. From the down, you cannot pull that type of inspiration. The inspiration of success you cannot pull from the person that put you in the situation to have to pull inspiration to change your situation in the first place. Tell me how that works. Make that make sense to me, please. You cannot. It's not going to work because it wasn't built for it to work. They put plenty of fail safes in their system, and they had, at least for us in this country, they had a 500-year start with 400. Because the first ones of us that hit this continent, depending on who you talk to, and I'm not gonna go that deep. We've been here 401 years. They put plenty of fail safes to make sure that we never gain the upper foot, the upper hand, too much.
Okay. All right. He did go. Malcolm X once. The work. Malcolm X once. Okay. Um, I guess he's quoting him. The worst thing for that the white man has done to black man is to infect the black man mind with self doubt. Okay, I ain't saying you can't do it. He typed in, "We've been here for thousands of years." Oh, you mean here on Earth, or we talking about here in the United States or
I didn't say
Americas?
that. Child, uh, like I was saying, I said depending on who you talk to, but still the point is they put fail safes in their plan, in their system, in their uh, in their plans. They put a plenty of fail safes into it. And even if we have been in America for thousands of years, uh, those original indigenous people have been wiped out. They don't even look like us no more.
Mhm.
They look like the pale master with a few fleeing features of what they used to look like. Um, so look what happened to them. So like I said, it don't matter where we started from. It don't matter where we were first. We're talking about 8% of the population, because if you tally up everybody on this planet, our enemy as a whole makes about 8% of the population of the planet. But they control the world. They control the world. Tell me how 8% of a planet's population controls the world. That's the real question right there.
Mhm.
How did they do?
Well, for the
We know
American.
how they did it. And they made sure they put things in place that it would stay like that for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. So I don't know what else, how else to work this.
Mhm.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't.
well, he's going to have to try it. He's gonna have to do it, and if we find enough like-minded people, he could. It'll take a while, but I guess he could do it. But that means he's going to have to get a lot of like-minded people, and they got to build up, take over, build up, take over, build up, take over.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
you got to get past the foundation first. We done already talked about that. Back Wall Street, Rosewood. We got to get past the foundation first. We can't get past the foundation. We
Hmm.
can't build no houses, and we can't even get past. Every time we put the foundation down, somebody dig it up. They dig it up every time. Every time we put the foundation down, it gets dug up.
Or they undermined it until the foundation is cracking and
There you go.
entered, and then the whole house come down.
Mhm. Yeah, if we do get a house on that foundation, like you say, they undermine it until the whole house crumbles, and then we're back at square one, looking at each other, what happened, and then we're trying to do it all over again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and we are insane. We're insane.
Okay. Uh, are you in America? Wait a minute. Are you in America? Where are you? Where are you? Are you in America, Kendall? Okay, but we shouldn't discourage him. Okay, all right. He
No,
do
by
his.
all means, if that's what that person wants to do,
Mhm.
by all means, go
Yeah,
ahead. But do
yeah.
not be disappointed, frustrated, defeated when the grand "I told you so" come through. Like, you can study what was done before,
Mhm.
make your, contingency plan, and try to work it and make it work for you.
Mhm.
Carve out your own little piece of heaven on earth. And I hope it work out for you. I'm not discouraged. I'm just saying that I don't think it's gonna work. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna work. We need to get a few things uh You first gotta. I understand. But anyway,
Well, I don't think only money is gonna help. Um, but is if he's willing to be flexible, and don't make it his only way of trying to help the community, then yeah, I think it could work. I think the problem is we tried one or the other or the other. I think for this one we're going to have to do all of it, but we have to do the money, the political, what was that? The uniting, the discerning those that are willing to work and work with you, uh, uh, willing to, to be ruthless enough to cut away the ones that they ain't siding with you, they turned against you, they betrayed you, or they sleeping with the enemy. uh okay, that was me a couple of times. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, okay, but I don't want to discourage you, Kendall, Kendall. um but we want you to go in there eyes wide open. We want you to be discerning, um, and have contingency plans. Be prepared for them to come at you sideways, because be back then they came at you full force up front. Now they're coming at you. They're coming at us sideways. We're on your side. We're your friends. We understand. Yeah,
lies,
watch that.
lies.
Hmm.
There is no white allies, and any one of them that is my personal opinion. There is no such thing as white allies, and any one of them that supposedly is sticking their neck out for us, they're replaying a blood debt, and that's I'm gonna leave that one at that. Somebody said so. My question is, what can Black people do? First of all, I said it earlier that we need to drop our petty differences between each other, and come together because like I said, one thing we can't say about the enemy, they have their differences, they fight amongst each other, but when it's something, when they're trying to do together and come against us, they drop everything and they team up, they band up, they round up, they do all of that up, they get it done, and then they go back to, once they get whatever they had to get done, they go back to fucking us up. uh and secondly, my opinion is nothing tangible is ever going to be had in this country. So if you have the right mind, travel. And there's millions of other Black people on this planet. Um, Go find them. Go see how they live. Go see what you can. Make your plan off of that. Because trying to build a stronghold in this country, especially, that's a hard one. That's gonna be a hard. Um, Also, like we said, money isn't the only thing you can do, but it does help to have a couple of dollars here and there, to get stuff done, like travel. And basically, we need to learn how to stop being afraid, because I honestly think we're afraid of our enemy as a whole. Individually, we might not be afraid, but as a whole, I think we're afraid of them. And I think maybe we might be in the right mind to be afraid of them because the violence that they use against us is unprecedented. It is uncanny. It is all out the things that they have done to us to scare us, to keep us in this constant uh, state of fear. Um, that's just a few things that I think right there. We can tackle those few things. A few other things might come easy for us, but we got to get those things down packed first.
Mhm.
Uh, drop our petty differences, um, travel and see other black people doing, make meaningful connections. If you can, look into building and putting a foothold somewhere else with people that look like you. Drop our fear, and then maybe a few other things will come in order for us. That's my take on that. On that one. Um, yeah. So, and then that person said something about we here millions of years, yes, but and we don't need them. We don't need them, but you're failing to see that we don't need them, but they control everything.
Yeah. Not to mention they convince quite a few of us that we need them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And you got to deal with those people too.
Ah, there you go. You
Those
know.
our skin folks that been convinced by that we need them
Mhm.
or that we need to be like them.
Yeah, yeah. They go back to the money thing.
And yeah, and has convinced us that money could make us equal or like them. Careful of that. Don't let them start to get whispering in your ear that you're not like the other black folks. You're different. You're a go-getter.
Hmm.
You're more, civilized.
You're
You're
so well
not.
spoken. You're so well spoken. You
Mhm.
know.
You're not. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta watch for those whispering in your, and they don't necessarily have to be white skin to be whispering that in your ear. It could be your skin folks too.
You know. You got to do your job, like somebody in the comments just said, we first and foremost got to deal with them bitch ass niggas among us.
Hmm.
Absolutely right. We do. We got to deal with them because if you study history, it was them that brought those were the ones that brought them in our presence in the first place. Those and the mixed breeds, they was the ones that brought them in our presence in the first place. Uh, they brought the enemy in the house, and the enemy took over.
Hmm.
So we definitely got to deal with them because we are fighting. We are alone in this world. We're seriously alone in this world. It's like we're we have to fight on all fronts. Like we got to fight each other. We got to fight them. We got to fight other groups. We got to. It,
And we
it,
also got to fight what's floating around in our head that we picked up from them either subconsciously or consciously.
yeah.
So it's the white man inside and out, the the black looking white men, the the broad black men, the coons.
Yep, that's what France for none. Black skin, white man.
Mhm. But
That's black man.
yeah. So if you want to be do the first step of the next Black Wall Street, then it's got to be your people and your people first, people only for a while.
Yeah. For a while,
I'm,
forever. We don't need them because everything, like we said, everything that
oh
we allow them, and they put themselves in our spaces because they feel like they have the right to be there. So,
yeah,
uh,
I wonder how if they got tripped up because they they hire white people, too. They had white people working for them,
Mm-hmm.
too. And the way we set up now, you they'll get you for discrimination. Gotta have a contingency plan for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
They have nothing to ourselves because they feel like that they have the right to be in everything and to know everything, and we can't have nothing by ourselves.
Okay, Auntie, you got jokes. I think you might be getting punch drunk.
We we can't have nothing by ourselves. We have to include them, or it can't be. It can't. We can't have it. We can't do it. It's going to be all reverse racism, which is a bunch of bull. Because racism is prejudice plus systematic and institutional power, and especially in this country, we have neither. We don't have systematic or institutional power. So we can be prejudiced, extremely prejudiced, but we cannot be racist. So then there's a lot of black people that don't understand that concept, and they allow uh white folks to shame them into thinking that, oh, we'll invite Bobby to the cookout, then we're racist, and we have this Kwanzaa festival, this African American Studies festival, or whatever festival that's supposed to be just for us, and we don't, you know, invite Brad, then we're racist, and inclusion, and all of that shit. Yeah, so it's gonna always be like that. We should not be afraid to say no, no Karen, no Bobby, no Bo. I don't want to see you at this event because this event is just 100% for us. We can't be afraid to say that. This is a black only party. See your way to the door.
Yeah, and you gotta be strong enough to tell your cousin, your brother, your nephew, your son, I'm sorry, but your girl can't come.
Yeah.
And if you want to come, that's fine, but she can't come. And there's a question mark on the children.
Mm.
No, Shooks, you might have to even consider not letting them know about it.
It-
No, 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 no. We're not doing anything this year. Oh,
yeah.
you heard rumors? I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm just much too busy. And then
I'm
when
I'm,
if they
I'm
push it,
already
then you have to
feeling.
tell them, look.
I'm already feeling this. No, no, Tyrone, I did not invite you because I knew you was gonna bring that pasty bitch with you. Okay, that is what happened. If you want to come next year, don't bring her.
Mhm,
That's how we gonna have to keep it. We got to
mhm.
keep 100 with them. I mean, we always somewhere uh basing up at each other about other bullshit. We're quick to jump in each other's face about something. But as soon as it's got something to do with white people, the sensitive side come out of us. The fuck? No. As soon as it got something to do with white people, the sensitive side come out. The 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 full discretion. We put on the kid gloves and shit when it's time to fucking say something about white. We put on the
Well,
kid glove. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't. We don't want to. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You can't say that like that
I
and
have
shit.
to admit, that, my cousin who's half, but she knows her black half. We see her all the time. I have a hard time, not thinking of her as black. You know, so I would consider now maybe her brother because he never got to see or get to know his black family. He might be he don't have no problem not but her. I'm sorry. I changed her diaper. I babysat her. You know, I put up with her having a fit and watch my mom beat her behind for having the nerve to pull a tantrum. Her hair braided every summer and stuff like that. So I can't help it. I see her as black. Now her brother, he didn't get to know his black side. He was raised by his white side.
Well,
Although he does look like this, though.
keep his fence riding ass where the hell he came from. How about that?
So I would probably not tell them. Be like, oh, okay. And if they push it, then I'd be like, okay, look, look, I consider you black, but black community don't consider you black. It's a black event. I want you to get your feelings hurt. So,
Exactly. We cannot be afraid. We cannot be afraid to if we are at, like I said, we're at war. And we cannot be afraid. We cannot keep pussyfooting around the issues. We keep doing that. Like that's how we keep getting fucked up in the game. Because we keep pussyfooting around it. I don't want your ass here because you suspect. I don't want your ass here because every time I look, you on Facebook in a warm embrace for the crap. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Please edit it out. But anyway, you're in a warm embrace with them. Every time, every time I log into Facebook, you're in a warm embrace with the enemy. Every time I see you, that's all you got around you. I don't trust you.
Mhm.
Point blank. I don't care if you look like you said all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And
Mhm.
blood ain't always thick as water. So that's how we're gonna get, and that's how a lot of our organizations over the years got messed up because we were in that illusion of inclusion with all black people. Yes, we need to stick together, but when a motherfucker show you who they is, you better believe it. And you better take the proper steps to make sure they don't clip you up in the long run. So if your cousin, the male one, if the female, if her brother, he's suspect, don't invite him to nothing. Don't let him in on no black issues. Don't let him in on no family plans that's sensitive. He might fuck it up. He done
Mhm.
went smoking a bowl with bread and they having a casual conversation. He be to let all y'all business hang out. He thinking Brad his friend. Brad part of one of the new skinhead groups because white folks do have pet Negroes.
Mhm.
So your cousin is just his pet. He don't really, that's his pet, but he don't really fuck with him like that. They just smoke together or something like that. He go back, y'all trying to do something tangible that his friend, his skinhead friend, think that's gonna be a threat to the overall white power, and they come run up on y'all and y'all unsuspected because he didn't beat them bump gums with the enemy thinking it's a friend because they smoking a bowl together. Because
Mhm.
all he know is white food. We cannot be afraid to exclude the ones of us that we think, even if it's a suspicion. Motherfucker, I am suspicious of you, so therefore I'm not gonna let you know shit about what the fuck I got going on. Point
Mhm.
blank, period.
Well,
Look at Fred Hampton, dead. Because of what? Some Negro that he thought was down with the struggle. Him and Mark Clark, dead. Because of some Negro they thought was down with the struggle, and he going running back, bumping his gums to Whitey. That's how we keep getting messed up. Yes, we should drop our petty differences, but if you suspecting of a motherfucker, let them motherfuckers go. I don't care what talent they got. I don't care what you think they can bring to the table.
mhm.
None of that. Let that motherfucker go.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to find out the hard way like Nat Turner.
Do I
I'm
like
trying.
Tina Marie? I grew up listening to her, but I ain't gonna go buy no album or go just put her on. No, no. I don't fuck with white folk. And no fact, you know what I do? It's songs that I used to like before I had my awakening or whatever you want to call it. You know what I
Mhm.
do? I go on YouTube and find black people that have covered the song. And that's the version of the song I listen to.
Yeah, because one of my favorites, I found out Prince covered. Wait a minute, did Prince cover a song, or was it originally written by him? Can't remember which one it was, and I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I went and I listened to it. I was like, okay, I still like it. It was interesting. I was used to her version of it, but hey, his was good. I think that he might have originally written it. He just Prince written a lot of music where he didn't sing it. Other people have sung his songs.
And if I can't find a black person that covered the song, I don't listen to it. I don't want to hear his voice. I don't want to see their face. I don't want to be around. Only reason I tolerate it now is because I have to make money to support my family. And what I do is a field where there's not many black people in it. So I'm surrounded by the enemy every day at work, and I have to make do for them.
Oh,
When you've read as much as I have
mhm.
and really put and looked at the psychology of what they did to us, the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, how they wiped us clean like a fucking blackboard and then wrote on it what they wanted. How could you even stand to be in their presence? Seriously. They took everything from us. Everything, our pride, our heritage, our languages, everything. Our hair. We can't even wear our hair the way we want to. How the fuck? It grows out of our heads like this, but it's been demonized. That we go, us, especially women, go straighten our hair, put perms in our hair, causing fibroids and shit. Cancer, all types of shit. How could you stand to look at a creature that you know then it took everything you was from you, everything you could have been from you? How? How could you stand the sound of their voice? How? Tell me.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm done. I'm so checked out of this reality in this goddamn world. But these motherfuckers, it ain't even. I don't even know. I don't even got words for it. I don't even
Huh.
have words for it.
Damn shame we had to get a hair discrimination law passed in 2020.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but the worst of the hair discriminations are in the schools. I don't think the hair discrimination law include the schools, but that's where it hits hardest and the fastest. Hmm. For at least for the kids. Although this year they don't have to worry about it. Now that's the last thing they worried about is how the kids are having their hair.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, no, no. If the hair is a certain length, they want it pulled back in a kind of like a ponytail or something like that, or tied back.
Yeah, but little Sarah can have her shedding ass hair all over the floor and everywhere. Have you ever seen them like in public and they got hair all on their shoulders and their back because they shed like a fucking dog? Because that shit ain't hair, it's fur. That's exactly what it is. Fur.
Oh,
Look at
sorry.
those. Look at any dog shedding like a day, like the animals they are. But yeah, we gotta cut our hair, trim it, pull it back in a ponytail. I ain't pulling shit back. I wear my hair like I want to. If you don't got a problem with it, oh the fuck well. Get rid of me then. I said at work the other night and did my hair. I tightened my roots because I got locks. I
Mm.
said right there in front of all them white folk and tightened my and that nail one of them said nothing to me and they knew better to.
Hmm. Yeah.
The hair
Yeah.
sphere is real for you. Man, I had to do some disgusting shit one time. I was substituting and they had me substituting in the nurse's office. And I had to pick dead lights out some little girl head. That was the most disgusting shit ever. I had to keep it together. The shit we do for money. Say. Say. Oh my God. She had them, and it was all over her head. And someone was still alive. And I had to pick that shit out that girl head.
Oh, did you hear that thing in the news where that little girl died from a hit from lice infestation? Little white girl.
Ah,
Wait, did they starve her to death or something? It was with the parents or something like that? And lice infestation. She died from a lice infestation. I forgot what it's called. I guess they had suck up so much of her blood or something like that. She was a certain type of anemic. I forgot what it's called. And she had a heart attack and died.
oh well. Well, oh well. That's all I got to say. Oh well.
I
Oh
was
well.
like, you can die from it. Oh my goodness, I didn't think it was like that. I said, how bad did it gotta be? And I read a little bit more. I said, oh, that's horrible.
Oh well, they will.
Hmm.
Oh well. That's all I got to say about that. Oh well.
Yeah, but for some reason it seemed more disgusting when it's a lice.
Exactly. Lice is just another. They are in the same animal family. If I'm not mistaken, you're absolutely right, Auntie. Lice and fleas. They're in the same family. They show
Oh.
is in the same animal family. They show ill, and that's exactly what it. Fleas, lice.
Then why does lice look so disgusting?
They look just like little fleas, but they like a tannish, brownish
Okay,
color.
well, I don't know what was popping off of this girl's head, but they were bigger. They were not fleas.
That's right. We have hair, they have fur. Exactly. And they shed just like a damn Labrador retriever, some long haired dog, wire haired dog. So yeah, I don't know. Well, all I can say is oh well.
Well, I had a pet dog. I'm used to fleas, flea combs and washing them up, and get rid of all the flea stuff and stuff like that. But ooh, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Are lice like ticks that get bigger the more blood they soak? Because the ones I saw for this grown woman was a lot bigger than a flea, big enough that we can swat it with a fly swatter to kill it. Ew. That was the first time I saw, lice. I heard about it, but I never had to see it.
Hmm, absolutely disgusting.
It might have been crabs, cause later on, because of her, I had my first look at crabs. A few months later, I was like, ew, crabs. She had everything. I will go to the other direction, but I don't think need to know how bad her candidus was. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Mm.
Well, oh
She,
well.
she was, as we said, she was making bread.
Mm, mm, mm,
Breads enough to fill up a store.
mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I ain't even like I
Okay,
said.
let's wander our way off that subject.
Yeah, we gonna leave it on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. So, okay. So we got Kendall handling the money and business, business and the business networking and banking in of the thing. Now we need to get somebody in the political, in the schools, in the let's see what else. Uh, Military. Well, military is fairly easy. We all know a bunch of military people. Um, what else we need? Uh, it'll come to me. So we're gonna make a plan, huh?
We need to, we need to make some, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna get anything tangible over here. Um, and like somebody just said, America is on its way out as the last world power. Good, it needs to because what these white folks gonna do is they gonna fight each other. They gonna fight each other tooth and nail. They already camping out at the governor's offices, trying to kidnap public officials and shit like that. And what I read tonight is that they about to try to make this vaccine mandatory. Uh, that ain't gonna go over with the what they call themselves the true patriots. The white folks that call themselves the true patriots, the one that the ones that die, live, breathe, and eat the Constitution, that First Amendment right. They believe. I'm talking about. They believe that Constitution to the tooth and nail. They hold that bitch to heart. Excuse me. That ain't gonna go over real well with them. What they gonna feel like their constitutional rights are being infringed on, which they are, and they gonna fight tooth and nail. And I think that if we can, we need to sit back and let them kill each other. And then if we is gonna do something like that, we pick up the pieces. We try to stay the hell out of the way. Don't you take your Negro ass out there talking about marching and rallying, talking about my constitutional rights being infringed. I'm going out there with Billy Bob, and Billy Bob got the 12 gauge. Uh,
No, no, no.
we'll get,
If they're in the mindset that they're going with Billy Bob, let them go. That's less of them we have to deal with ourselves.
yeah, well,
They outing themselves and they'll get weeded out.
yeah, they go. And once this shit fall the hell apart, then maybe we can pick up some pieces or something. Uh, once that might be our leeway to what that person in the comments was talking about with the dollar and stuff. But you gotta also understand that if that happens, the dollar may become null and void. So if you hoard money, you got a savings account, all of that might come to end up being worth nothing. Uh, overnight. Ask Abner what happened to the city. Uh, when they took off a couple of zeros and what was used to
Yeah,
be. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What and overnight they bankrupted our whole country. Uh,
yeah,
exactly. So what was like, for example, what is 5 CD used to be what 50 or 500 CD? It used to be worth. I think the 500 CD bill is only worth like a nickel now or something, or the equivalent of a of 5 pesos or something. Like they literally dropped some zeros off the currency overnight and bankrupt the whole country. The money became worthless. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
five. That's the 5 pesos. We are not using it. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Because it's worth next to nothing. Yeah, so they dropped a few zeros off the back of the money because I think 5,000. What is the equivalent to 5,000 now? CD is like used to be 5 million or something, 500,000. Yeah, somebody was breaking it down
that's
to
the
me.
5 million.
Yeah, 5 million. What was what's 5,000 CD now? Used to be 5 million CD. Yeah,
That
they
was
dropped.
5,000. 5,000. That was 5 million. Now,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, they dropped it. Yeah, yeah, they did that. So I think the dollar might something might happen like that. If these white folk decide to go to war, I think we should stay the fuck out the way until they bring it to our doorstep.
yeah,
So that's pretty much yeah, the money went bogus, but right now, uh our money is like 5.8 to their one.
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Now it's 5.8 to our own one. Yeah,
Cruz saying something about two CDs used to get me lunch and dinner. It went bogus
380.
later.
380.
Mm. Okay.
lady, you said 2 cities what?
He said two CDs used to get him lunch and dinner. So it's like it went bogus later.
Um,
Yeah, he can get it because he can buy watch one city without fish. He can also buy rice one city without fish.
He said when
I
he
told
went to
old
Ghana in
mandatory.
'08, the CDs matched the dollar. 2 years later, it went bad. It went bad. Okay. So in 2008, the CDs matched the dollar, and now 2 years later, 2 years after that, it went bad.
Yeah, when the cities is when the dollar is high, things being expensive in Ghana.
Mm-mm.
When the dollar is less, things being cheaper in Ghana. Yeah,
Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, I when I went, I did pretty good. I was there for like almost over a month, and I probably spent roughly $500. I was eating for probably about I was eating about for about $5 a day, 5 US a day. But I was eating street food. I won't trying to be all fancy really. I did eat at a couple of restaurants, but I won't trying to be all fancy because I feel like when you go to another country, you should um acclimate yourself as much as possible with the local culture. So
yeah,
ate what they ate. I ate what y'all ate. I drunk bag water. Even though they were like, "Don't drink that," I'm like, "Why? It tastes good to me." So I drunk bag water. Uh, 30 to 50 pesos for a bag of water. Shit versus buying the Volta bottle and paying 2 CD. It was a no brainer to me. So I'm like, okay, 30, 30, 50 pets while I get this whole bag of water, which is almost as big as the bottle, and I gotta pay 2 CD for the bottle. No, I take the bag. Thank you very much. So I did pretty good over there, Y'all, whatever y'all ate, when I alcohol y'all drunk, I drunk there. I tried to engross myself in the culture as much as possible because that's what I went. I went to learn. I went to learn what was, I feel like what was taken from me because a lot of us don't know nothing
Yeah,
about Africa, don't know nothing about being black other than being black here. And
yeah,
there's different types of black. There's
yeah.
different. Oh yeah, the smoke cheat 2 CD, 2 CD weed, 5 CD weed, 10 CD weed. So you get expensive
On
when you
it,
get into the.
even you can get a 1 city,
Oh, 1 CD.
one
I,
city.
I, I don't think I had the 1 CD. I had the 2 CD though. 2 CD bag was out though. It mellowed me out. I can't smoke like that anyway. But we ain't even go into that. But anyway, uh, it was good. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I didn't want to leave, but like I was saying, it's different types of black, and it's like we get caught up in being black here and not understanding that this little island that we're on is not the only. It's not the only place in the world. There's other places. There's other black people. They live different. They do different. They some similarities because you'll see. I saw a lot of similarities between us over here and y'all over there. And I found that the shit that I feel like that they try to shame us over here, you're being ghetto, you're being ratchet. It was like everyday life over there. Like you know how black folks recycle, but we recycle. We was recycling before recycling was popular. We would
Mhm.
take a damn grocery bag, and that grocery bag will be a lunch bag. We take our food to work in that bag. We put trash in that bag. If you can't find the top to that Tupperware that you knew was in there, but now you can't find the top. You would take that bag and you're gonna wrap it around that bowl, and so you can cover your food up and you can put it in the refrigerator. And y'all recycle a lot over there. Y'all use bags for every damn thing. So y'all even put food. I didn't agree with that. Hot ass food in a damn bag just like that. I'm like, okay, well, I can't get no styrofoam. But anyway, I digress on that. That's the color people time thing. Y'all move at the beat of y'all own drum. Ain't nobody gonna rush y'all to do shit. That CP time shit over there was truth. So don't go over there thinking you going, oh, well, I want it done now. They gonna look at you like you a goddamn fool. They gonna probably suck their teeth and they gonna tell you you gotta wait your turn. Um, so that color people time, after we eat, we get sleepy and shit. I saw a lot of that too. Um, what else? Oh, wearing different stuff like wearing what you want to wear out in public, your head wrapped, motherfucking flip flops on everywhere, uh, stuff like that. I found a lot of similarities in y'all over there, and I don't know, it felt good to just feel like I was being myself. So, uh, there you go. Anyway, yeah, I think the dollar is gonna go the way of other currency. Once this country is destabilized, um, the status quo gonna try their best to hold on, but those quote unquote true patriots, somebody said proud boys, you ain't gonna just tell them they gonna take that vaccine and they gonna just lay down and take that vaccine. So it's about to be some shit in the city, and I want all my melanated people to gear up and buckle down because they about to get crazy over here. You thought it was crazy, they about to get crazy. And they're trying to make it also that we cannot go nowhere without that vaccine. You won't be able to travel without. Won't be able to travel without it. Um, but I was the reports that I've been hearing. It wasn't in that article I read. They're gonna try to, in order to force everybody. You ain't gonna be able to work. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere within the country. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing without if you have not gotten that vaccine. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Yeah, what Bella B is saying is true. So you the blacks, like you are in America, you have to be very careful and you have to come to Ghana or come to Africa and build up your own business over here. Because I learned that in America, the blacks cannot build their own business. They can build it, but it's not like the way the black we in Africa here. You can even see a 20-year-old boy who can open his own business. 10-year-old boy can establish his own business in Africa. It's not like in America. They're not going to allow you to open your own businesses because they know if you open your own businesses, you're going to take control upon them. You're going to take everything up on them from them, and you is going to control yourself. And they see that they cannot allow you to control yourselves, so they want you to be under them. So that whatever you need, you go straight away and ask them. There is not in Africa like that. If you have your money, you establish your businesses and you run up your business and you get your money. Yeah. Only what you need is the tithes that you have to pay your tithes. Your business partnership, you have to do it, everything you want to do. If you don't want to join anybody in your business, you do it by your own. Nobody will disturb you. You will pay your workers, you pay them. You are free to live in Africa. Yeah. So that's why everybody is saying Black Americans come to Ghana, black sisters come to Africa so that we can do businesses. We can help you to build up your homes. We can help you to build up, establish your own business in Africa. Yeah, because Africa is your motherland. Ghana is your motherland.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't want to rush and come home and you want to be there so that they will use you? No, they are using you fine. They use you small, you bring the money here, you open your business, you go back and work, you get money, you bring it here. By the time they know that they are using you, you have your huge business over here. You have your money. You can be in the house without working, and you still get the money from Ghana. Yeah,
Absolutely. Africa is our birthright, whether you want to claim it or not. If you don't want your portion, I'll take your portion too. My portion, your portion. You can stay on over here. Fight the good fight. I am pulling for you and praying for you. Uh, May the ancestors willing. But I don't see us getting, like I keep saying, I don't see us getting anything out of this place. We're gonna anything we do got, we're gonna fight, have to fight to the death and fight for the until our dying day to keep it. And I don't have that time. I ain't got that type of time, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really don't. So, um,
yeah,
y'all,
because the
yeah, go ahead.
reason why they don't want to come here is like Belabi is like they don't know much about Africa, and most of them because they lie to them. Still, most of them think what the white people tell them is true. Whatever everybody will say, they think that way. because they tell them when you come to Ghana or when you come to Africa, you see a wild animals, you see a masculate who's going to chew you. They're going to harm you with a knife, gun. But we don't have those things over here.
No, I ain't seen that one lion, tiger.
Sure.
Uh the only thing I saw that stuff at, and they won't even in Ghana. It was in South Africa, and that was in the zoo. I saw. Uh, I saw monkeys and tigers and all that stuff in the zoo. I didn't see none of
Yeah,
that walking around. You know what I saw walking around? Chickens, goats, dogs,
yeah,
cows, and cats.
yeah,
That's what I saw walking around every day, all day, roaming free. That is what I
yeah,
saw. Uh, cow, yeah, goats and all of that stuff. And at nighttime, you didn't see them because they went home on their own. They went home and went to sleep and on their own. Even the flies went home at night. It was the weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. I didn't see not one. Once the sun went down, I didn't see not one fly, not one damn fly.
yeah.
Once night hit,
Because
I'm so
because
I'm
they
so.
pollute. Yeah,
Uh,
because they pollute their mind to the extent that whatever anybody will say or whatever we will tell them, they will not listen and they will not agree with us to come to Ghana or to come to Africa. They will not. So, like always, I say, my brothers and sisters, see, no one can tell you the truth. So, we that we are here, we can tell you the truth. If you don't want to stay here, just come for a visit. Like the way our sisters have come now, and now they love our country. Come and see. If you come for a visit and you see those wild animals that they are talking about, don't come here again. Yeah, just pay a visit and look at how the country is moving. Look at how the people do their things over here. Then when you come and you enjoy it, you can also go and bring your family here and establish your things over here. Yeah, because if I were to you and they are calling me to come home, I would not mind because of what they have told me. But I will come for a visit and see what is going on in Africa or Ghana. If it is good for me, I'll stay here. If it's not good, I'll go back. No one can seize me. Yeah. And if you come from America and you want to live your life like the way you live in America, you can live it in Ghana. Nobody will stop you. If you want to be in the washing machine, we use your washing machine like the way you use it over there, cooking everything, put your refrigerator, everything. No one can stop you if you have your money. You can live your comfortable life that you
mm,
want to live the way you are living in America. You can live it in Ghana.
you sure can, and get more bang
Yeah,
for your buck. Also, money goes further there. For the most part, I mean, we have, unfortunately, I can say that because it's an influx of us coming in, prices are going up because they trying to get that American dollar. Because unfortunately, and that's something too we got to work on across the water, Abner. Y'all seeing us like the white folk, like
no, no,
it's
we don't see you like the white folks. Do you know
some
the
of
reason
y'all
why?
do, some of y'all
Do you know
do,
the
y'all,
reason?
some of y'all do, a lot of
But,
y'all do.
Bella, let me tell you the reason why they do that. Because we have been told or we have been told that hey, your brothers lives like a king and a queen in the states. And moreover, when we see you, we are happy to see our brothers. Do you know the reason why we call you Obroni? It's not
Ah,
because of your skin color. It's not because it's because of the tonalization and the dollar that you have bring it home. So we call you the Obroni because you have the eyes. Now the eyes will met from you. And the
ah.
eyes now we call it the dollar. So that's why everybody call you Obroni, Obroni, Obroni.
Don't call me
See,
no
we
old
have
bro. I O B beanie. Don't call me old. I
yeah, I know you are Bibini, but you see, we have people who are in Ghana here. Their color is like the way you Americans you are. but we don't call them Obroni. Why? Because they are staying with us. They are not from any place, and they don't have any dollar from with them. So we call you Obroni because you are from different continents and you bring the dollar. So we call you Obroni. Obroni. It's not because you are white. No. We call you Obroni because of the dollar that you have.
I
That
know,
is
but
why we are calling you Obroni. So if
but
somebody come to see, if somebody come to Ghana and she lives for long, no one will call you Obroni again.
no, please
No
don't.
one will call
No,
you
no,
Obroni.
sorry. I hate that. And it's it. But this is the thing, though. A lot of scams go on because of that. Because y'all think that we are rich, and a
You
lot of
see?
us have to save up for the ticket. We can't hop on a plane like mostly white folks and come over there, and we have to save. We have to save. We have to pay bills before we leave because we know we ain't working. So we don't want to come back. The lights off, the water off, this off, and that's the thing. That is this education and this repatriation has to be both sided because y'all have to understand across there. It needs to be education of y'all across there that look, we're coming home desperate. Most of us is coming home desperate, trying to find something new and find ourselves, find our heritage, and we trying to. Some of us is just plain old trying to get the hell away from these white folks. So we
Yeah,
need a welcoming place to come to. We don't want to come and then be treated like the motherfucker we're trying to escape.
yeah,
And then,
Belavi. Sometimes,
and
yeah,
then the
Belavi, but
Negroes over
sometimes,
here.
you
Oh,
know,
let me finish this.
oh,
And
okay,
then the Negroes over here need to understand that all of y'all ain't laid in the dirt in a hut with a bone in y'all nose. So we need to start educating our people on both sides of the water.
yeah,
And that's where the disconnect come from with these white folks that told us about each other. Go ahead though.
yeah. You see, the reason why those things too are happen to both sides, we and you, because sometimes if you come and you meet the good people, because we have the good and we have the bad people also.
Yeah.
So if you come and you meet the good people, you have to make good use of them. But
Yeah.
sometimes you think that, oh, this person is uneducated. She don't know anything. She cannot be with me. She cannot show me anything. But maybe that person who have been uneducated, she can give you more knowledge, more advice. She can show you more things in Ghana that you can be saving your money and you get your businesses. They will tell you, oh, I don't give fuck a damn about this person. Let me go and for this person. Then that is the case when you go and they start taking your money away. Then you be saying Ghanaians are bad. But we have the good people also in Ghana. The way we have the bad people, we have the good people. That you can meet them, they will not even take your peso. What we will need is like when we help you, is like appreciate. Oh, my brother, take this little thing for yourself. Because me wasting my time, maybe following you here and there, instead of me to go maybe for my farm to get a plantain
Mhm.
or to come and eat, I have to waste that time and following you to wherever you have to go. After I finish, if you don't give me a little thing for my pocket, you see, I've wasted all the day, and time is money. So
Exactly.
definitely, if you come and you meet us, at least show appreciation for us. See, if you tip somebody, find it in your mind that you are tipping someone. You give it something for your sister or your brother. It's a tip. If you put these things in your mind, you can live in Ghana peacefully. You won't get any problem with anyone, and nobody will take your money because you smile with everybody. You appreciate whatever everybody do to you. But if you start in Ghana, if you start with people, hey, hey, ha, I'm a Ghana. No, no, they're going to tell you that, hey, you come from different place. We are here before you come. Oh, it's true. I'm not lying
No,
to
I
you.
know it is. That's why I'm like, because you're absolutely right. Um, you're absolutely right. But that's what
Yeah, they will tell you, hey, I'm here before you come. So you cannot come and show me what I should do in my own country. You see, those are things that maybe it comes to our mind that we do to you, our brothers and sisters. But because most of you don't live with us like their brothers and sisters, they treat us badly. They will make you work like a slave. But then after that, they will not help you with a one person. And you know our economy that we are in now, our country, we are suffering all because of money. But we can do everything to get money. A little thing we can do, we can use it to get our money. Maybe me going to the market selling pure water. I'll get my little coins to find a food to eat. Then you send me to go and look for apartment. I look, you say you want this, I change it. You say you want this. I follow you wherever you want to go. I help you because you don't know anywhere. Then when you go, I will sit down where you eat. When you finish, you say, let's go. What are you trying to tell me? That you started to putting bad mind into that person's head. But that's not the case.
with
Oh, my sister, yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
love you.
saying.
Okay,
So
what food do you
these
want to eat? You keep that we all lives like a brothers and sisters.
but that's the difference because the arrogance of some of us have the arrogance because we are constantly disconnected. We don't understand who we are as a people. We come there and think, oh, that y'all are beneath us because our money carries further than yours. And I have had to cuss out numerous black people from here about that bullshit because I don't play that shit myself. You are not gonna go over there and treat them people the way we get treated over here because you on some ego trip because you can't boss people around here because you at the bottom of the barrel here. You think you gonna go over there because you think you better because you got a couple of dollars more than they do. That you gonna treat them the way you treated because you want to feel like you empowered. I had to cuss out many black people on that shit over here with that shit, that arrogance over there, like you better than everybody over there. Cause you want to feel like you empowered now, and you better than anybody. Cause you can't do that shit over here. It's like the schoolyard bully or whatever. Motherfucker or motherfucker that's been bullied. Or once they get a piece of feel like they got a piece of power, now they want to be the bully. No, bitch, it don't work like that. And you get your ass ran. You get your ass poisoned. You can get your ass ran about the country. You can get some goddamn roots put on you. Because all of that shit is real. Don't go over there, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Don't go over there and think all that shit they told us was evil and or it wasn't real. All that shit is real. Roots, goddamn, uh, ancestral magic. All that shit is real. Motherfucker put a root on your ass, get a piece of your hair, and you drop dead in 3 days. Don't say I didn't warn you. But anyway, uh, you can't go over there with the arrogance, but that's what I'm saying. That comes back to us in the disconnect. They made sure that they disconnected us from each other. And you got to be humble within yourself. You got to go over there with an open heart and an open mind and your eyes wide open. Now, everywhere you go, there's bad people. I'm not saying that the whole country is bad, but we do get scammed over there because of that American dollar. But just as many bad people as you run into, you're guaranteed to run into good people that are just. I ran into a lot of good people that were just glad that I was there. I was from America and I was coming back to learn. And they helped me on the strength of that. So I know there's good people. And then even all of the bad things that can come with going to Africa, going to Ghana, just visiting the continent, I would rather deal with Negro shit than white folk shit any day. Because I speak our language. I speak Negro shit. I know how we conduct ourselves. And even though we speak a different language, a lot of things about us is universal.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but anyway, I just think I don't see us building nothing tangible here. Even if you don't pick Ghana, I just feel like I said, it's different black people. It's different black. It's different type of black, and you will never know that if you continue to shelter yourself behind enemy lines. You're never going to know anything different from than what you know. You're never going to know anything different. You're never going to see anything different. It's going to be. It's just going to be. You're going to be here. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to fear of the unknown, and we're just going to. What can we do? I mean, what can you do? I pretty much. Yeah. Thanks, Hassan. I know I've been super busy, and it's like, but I was like, the notification came up, and I was like, shit, let me see what's going on in here or whatever. So,
Okay.
no, somebody in the comments said something, but anyway, um, yeah, I can't wait to get back for real. I can't wait to get back. I felt the freest, the calmest I've ever felt in my life. Like it's a atmosphere. It's like a aura or something like it's calmness about the place that just even though shit everywhere, people, cars, you probably don't understand a word that's being said most of the time. It was like it just you I can't even really explain it with words. Like it was like I don't know. I felt like I was supposed to be where I was. I didn't feel out of place most of the time. Only thing that really is funny about it is I didn't feel like I was black enough. And when I say that, it was like I'm considered a darker skinned black person. I would be considered dark skinned here, but compared to y'all, I was like a light skinned person, and that shit kind of took me aback. It was beautiful though, cause y'all glow in the dark. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all magical and y'all glow in the goddamn dark. But anyway, um, I just it was it, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back. That's all I can say. I digress.
Yeah.
So the beaches in Ghana, well, they putting up
The
that
city
wall,
fence.
that cedar fence. There you go. So most
Yeah.
of the beaches is bye bye
Yeah.
closed. Most of most of yeah,
Takoradi, there's no city fence in Takoradi. There's no city fence in Accra, but the city fence in now is in Cape Coast, Elmina.
yeah, yeah. See the fence
But
of Cape Coast,
Accra,
I
yeah,
thought they was moving towards Takoradi, but they didn't.
no, they did not.
Oh,
Takoradi people
oh,
say they
that's
will
good.
not agree.
Oh, they
Takoradi
wouldn't
said they will
allow
not
it. That's
agree.
what's up. That's what's up. Okay, okay, that's what's up. I'm glad they didn't. I like
Yeah.
Takarati. I like Takarati. I like Kumasi, even though they on some bullshit right now. That
Yeah.
Kumerica bullshit. I don't know what the
Kumerica.
hell is wrong with that. Kumerica. I call them Coon America. Every time I say that, I know a few people from Kumasi. Every time I say that, they get hella hot at me when I say that shit. But I don't care.
Yeah.
Coon
They
Masi.
they
Coon.
get
It's
they got a nice
Koon.
name.
Coon Masi. Talking about some Kumerica. Then the
No,
little
it's
logo they
Kumerica.
got. Yeah, then that logo got a nerdy the American flag and they done turn it green and black. I'm like, you
Yeah.
know that's the American flag. No, it's not the American flag. Yes, the hell it is the American flag. Just because you change the
Now,
colors on it, that don't mean nothing. The hell wrong with
now,
y'all?
now they have Kumerica passports. They get Kumerica passports. So if you come to Ghana, you can get a passport for Kumerica.
Yeah, I know they trying to get I like that they their own country and shit. That shit bogus as hell, and I'm mad because I liked it in Kumasi too. I liked it in Cape Coast. I like Takoradi. I like
Yeah.
Kumasi. With Coon America now. Uh, I mean, a crowd was cool. It was just too busy. I'm a country girl. It was a little too busy for me. Osu
Yeah.
was fun, stuff like that. But a
No,
crowd, I would not live in a crowd. It's too much going
yeah,
on.
because Accra is the capital town of Ghana. So definitely the city must be busy from other cities because Accra is the capital town of Ghana.
I know,
Yeah.
capital
So
city. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
so
it's too much going on.
so it's gonna be busy
Mm-mm.
everywhere you go in Accra.
Too much going on. Too
Yeah.
much. It's too much. I'm talking about like settling, chill, laying back. And then it's expensive and it's just too much going on. But it was fun. Now going there and partying, oh hell yeah. Going there and partying, you're gonna have fun. Absolutely. But if
Yeah.
you're trying to like lay down some real roots and stuff, I'm like, no, no, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I, I take my chances in the countryside, you know, stuff like that. So, but I damn cool America. I can't believe that. Cool
Yeah.
America.
So
Cool.
yeah, they have America. Yeah, so they
They
have
they
Kumasi.
they silly as hell. Anyway, I ain't gonna even. We gonna leave them alone. Somebody might hear this and be like, "We're bashing. You're bashing." Whatever. It's dumbass shit. Took the American flag and turned it green and black. You better get out of my face.
They
It's
have
just
their
a,
own flag. Yeah.
it's just a symbol. Okay, symbol. It's some cocoon ass shit. We're not trying to copy America. The hell you not? Yes, you are. I don't know what the fuck wrong with them. Anyway, they'll get it right one day. Anyway, um, I'm gonna digress. I'm just rambling. I feel like I'm rambling. But no, wait a minute. Who? Wait a minute. You said we the one, y'all the ones to be at the Eastern Lagoon Club. I ain't even been, so don't do it. I be at the bars. I'm too old to be in somebody's club. I be at the bar. Now I might be out there drunk, dancing or whatever, but I ain't standing on top of no tables. But I'm gonna be loud and shit. But I ain't no, I ain't at no bar. I ain't at no clubs. That's for the young folk. You find me at the bar, and we can find me somewhere with a club in front of me or two, maybe a little 8 p.m. and a bowl of groundnut soup with some salmon in it or something, some little light like that. I miss that so much. I can't. I swear. The moment I get off the plane and get out the airport, I am making a beeline to the first place that makes groundnut soup with salmon, and I'm going with some rice balls. Oh my fufu.
Boom, boom.
Oh my god. Cause I can't eat fufu. Cause I can't
Oh,
swallow. I can't. You
yeah.
ain't supposed to chew it, and I cannot get myself past just swallowing that. So I need.
No. I'm in Ghana, but I don't eat fufu rather also. I don't eat fufu. So it's not compulsory you need to eat fufu if you don't know how to eat.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not gonna eat because I don't know how to eat it right. And like I told you, when I want to engross myself in the culture, and you're not supposed to chew fufu, so I'm not gonna chew it. I'm not gonna eat it because I can't make myself just swallow it. So I'm gonna have some rice balls and watch it out. No, I don't want none of that. But give me some king K. I take some king K and some dried fish crew. Watch it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want. I ain't really did the watch it like that. Uh, but I take uh I take some king K and some dried fish or whatever. Uh, that's more my speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop,
No,
Hassan, stop bragging. You had salmon and shrimp, red beans and rice.
that,
You didn't give
that
me
is the
none.
red bread.
The red
That
red.
is the yeah.
That was alright. Is that the red red? Is that what they put on the egg, the boiled egg?
Yeah. No, the boiled egg with plantain that they
No,
have mashed it like it looks like we call it oto. Then you can put the
I'm talking about the stuff you put on top of the. It's like a little like I don't know if that's onion with pepe in it or something, but the stuff you put on top of the boiled egg is like you put it on top of the boiled egg. It's like I don't know what
yeah,
this.
that is oto. Yam mash. They mash the yam or they mash the
No, it's
plantain.
nothing matched. No, it's nothing. It's a boiled egg, and it got some little red stuff. It look like it might be onions or something with some type of pepe or something in it, and you put it on top of the. It's street food because you eat it. You just put the
Okay.
stuff on top of the board.
Is it the palava sauce?
Yeah, it's like a. It's not really salt. It's like it look like it's onions with because it's shredded up and it's solid
Oh,
and it looks like and you put it on top of the boiled egg and that shit was the bomb. And I don't know what the hell I was eating, but that shit was the bomb. But it was so good. I don't know what I was eating, but it was good. So
yeah.
I don't know exactly what that was, but it was street food. It was a boiled egg, and they had put a little bit of that red stuff on top of it, and that's how you eat the boil, and you just bite into it.
Yeah, we have different kind of food, so it's like we have different kind of food, and it depends on the places that you go. Like maybe you go to Cape Coast, they cook the fancy food.
Serious.
When you go to Kumasi, they cook the Ashanti food. When you come to Accra, they cook the Ghana food. So everybody like the way they cook their food.
I think we was in
Yeah.
Kumasi. I want to say it was in Kumasi, and it was
Oh, okay.
uh, I want to say it was. I do believe it was in Kumasi. I want to say that it was. Yeah, I do believe it was in Kumasi, but it was. I don't know what the hell that was, but that shit was so good. Um, it was really good. And I'm gonna see if I can seek that out. I don't know what the hell I was eating, but it was good. You don't like kincaid, so do you eat banku crew?
Yeah.
Banku, do you eat banku? No, he said he
Yeah.
don't like
I
kincaid. No,
no.
somebody in the
Yeah.
chat said they don't like kincaid.
Yeah. If you don't like KK, you can eat the banku.
Oh no, I ain't doing the snails. Them things I could see them looking at me. They so big. I didn't even know snails could get that big. Uh,
Why? Okay, so what about the snow? Because you said you don't like the snow. They'll be looking
no, it
at
was
you.
looking at me. I seen one of them. It was huge. It was like um, what's his name? Gary on SpongeBob. He was huge, and Gary was looking at me, and I was like, I can't. The little eye things was moving, and pulsating, and I was like, oh hell no. I can't eat this snails. No, I ain't eat no
So
snail.
what about the
Eat no
okra
snail.
stew?
Okra. I didn't eat no okra because okra is slime. But I
Because
did
of
see
the
somebody.
slimy?
Yeah, this slime. It was slimy, and I was like, no. I
Yeah.
only thing I ate. I was on that ground nut soup. I did not know you could do that with peanut butter. Well, y'all don't call it peanut butter, but it's
No
basically peanut
bother.
butter.
Don't bother
Peanut
when you
butter.
come. I'll teach you how to cook it. And you prepare it by yourself.
Please, I beg of thee. I love that stuff. I could eat that stuff all. I could eat
Yeah.
ground nut soup all day. I
No
love.
worry. When you come, I'm going to show you how you use it with a salmon. You prepare it by yourself without going out to the market and buy, or without buying street food outside. You prepare
Okay,
it home. And that is the strength one when you prepare it by yourself.
okay, this is
So any ingredient that you want to add, the American ingredient to it, you can add it because you have prepared it from the house.
okay, this is I want to learn how to cook it like y'all cook because I like the way y'all cook. Um,
Yeah,
so I want to if I do spin on it, that may be later on, but
yeah.
hey, Crew, how you eat banku but you don't eat kenke? What's that? What is that?
No,
How you
I
eat?
eat the kinky, but I don't like it.
You don't like kenke? I love kenke. Kenke was good. Kenke and dried fish with peppers. Was it pepe? Was it
The
pepper?
pepper, yeah, the pepper.
Yes,
They'll give
that was
you
good.
a little pepper and a little shito.
Yes. Oh, so I brought some of that back with me. I sure did. I found it in one of the markets, and I bought some shit with back with me. That stuff was.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was lovely. That
Yeah.
was.
I eat the banku, but I don't even normally like the banku very well. But the food I like is rice, yam, plantain. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. And you cook your yam with maybe your palava sauce, or you have your gravy or something else. I love it. And you can even eat the yam with granite soup. Yeah. What about the palm soup?
Bansu,
Palm soup, palm nut soup.
palm soup.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think I had light soup, but I didn't eat palm soup. I stuck to the same. I stuck to a lot of different. I mean, I stuck to the same foods most of the time I was there. The groundnut soup, the light soup, the fried rice, the jollof chicken,
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
salmon, and them damn shish kebabs and meat on the
Okay.
stick. Oh my freaking goodness! I ate
Boom.
a whole lot of them. You hear me? I ate a whole lot of them. I'm talking about
Yeah.
I ate more than my fair share of those. I ate a lot of those. So yeah, I ate that, and that's basically what I ate. And the kinke and the dried fish. But
Okay.
mostly it was a lot of groundnut soup. I ate a
Because
lot
I
of
know
groundnut.
most of Americans don't like the palm soup. Most of them don't like it. They said
Wow.
it's too much. Yeah, it's too much oil, so they don't like it. Most of
Uh,
them.
I am jealous. You got a Ghanaian restaurant near you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Yeah, somebody in the comments say they got a Ghanaian restaurant near them. I am jealous. I am the
Uh,
same. I'm telling you. You know how Kachi, uh, Lucy keep talking about how she want that Five Guys burger. I want me a bowl of groundnut soup. I want me a bowl of groundnut soup.
yeah,
And thank you. That's what I want. That's what that when I get off the plane and get out the airport, that is what I'm going to get first. I don't want to see nothing else. Don't show me nothing. Don't tell me nothing unless you telling me we
and
going to
don't
the
worry when
restaurant.
you are coming. When, yeah, when you are about to
Okay, so
come, just call home. We prepare your rice balls and your granite soup. We keep it.
yes,
So when you just come, just put it in your
with
fridge
a nice
or your
piece,
house.
a nice piece of salmon, no head. Please keep hold the head. I don't want the head exploding in my soup. Hold the head. Give me some other part of the body. Don't hold the head. I even take the tail part, but don't put the head
Yeah,
in there. Hold the head. Salmon, rice balls, groundnut soup. Boom, boom, bam. That's that. There we go. So,
yeah.
and I'm gonna hold y'all to that. I'm gonna be looking for that when I touch down. But anyway, I digress, and I gotta get up off of here. Um, and crew, um, you were saying something about you had some land in what was it, Buja or something you said. If you don't mind, could you hit me up and we'll talk to you about a few things. If that's okay, if I'm not intruding. Let me know in the chat. All right, well, are you in the back chat? Are you in Discord? Huh? Okay, cool. That's what's up. Well, all right then. I'll holler at y'all. Abner, it's always a pleasure. Dane,
Okay.
Dane.
Thank you. Then,
Okay, Dane done checked out. Dynamic Dame, where you at, baby? See, I think we uh uh cause the stream's still going and I don't have her number. And I don't have Mac's number either. So you got a way to call
okay.
because the stream is just going and she gotta end it. Um Hello.
Hey, Bill.
Hey.
All right. I think we should end it. I am
Yeah.
cracking up. All right. Good night, y'all.
All
Thank
right. Good
you
night,
for coming.
everyone.
All right. I'll see you later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's see.